Ah, hello! I'm so sorry that I wasn't quite ready. Oh my goodness. How's it going? Thank you so much for that raid. Daniel Hooker Art, what did you get up to? I really appreciate that. How is everybody? We are going to be drawing some dinosaurs today. Thank you guys for your enthusiasm already this morning. The Kool-Aid, yes. Usually that jump scares me a bit, but I was still getting set up. But I was just about to go live anyway, so you know, it works out. How are you guys? We are going to be doing dinosaur studies today. So if anybody wants to draw dinosaurs with me, here's how I'll show you. I haven't quite drawn anything yet because we haven't started yet, but here's kind of how studies tend to work. We will look at anatomy and talk about how to use that anatomy and apply it to reference images. It's a little trickier with dinosaurs. I try not to do extinct animals that we don't have actual like photographs of very often, just because it tends to be a little more speculative, which is fun, but maybe not always the most helpful for studies. But anyway, yeah, we just kind of, you know, do art studies just to warm up the art muscles. At least for me, it's in the morning, so I like to start my day off with 30 minutes of sketching from reference or observation. But if anyone wants to do that with me, you can also join in and drop images in the Discord, and then at the end of the stream, I'll show anything that's in the warm-up study section of my Discord. I'll show that on screen, as long as it's work safe, you know, all that good stuff. I am a work safe art streamer, but how are you guys doing? These are not dinosaurs. I'm so sorry. I haven't drawn any yet, but we're about to. We're about to. Cup of Joe, hey, how's it going? Good to see ya. Thanks for coming on in with Daniel. Daniel, if you have any art you want to share, as long as it's work safe, I'm happy to show it. Let me scroll up and say hi to everybody. I just got started. Oh, thank you for that follow. I really appreciate that. Yeah, you were working on poses for a visual novel. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, so we do studies in the morning, and then I'll do in the afternoon, because I'm crazy. I'll do another stream. And today I'm actually going to be doing stuff in preparation for Stream Inc. I just joined Stream Inc. And so that's why we're doing dinosaurs today, because I chose dinosaur as my prompt word, because I got picked to be on Stream Inc., which is really cool. But I'm also on the first day, and I've never done it before, so I'm a little nervous, so I'm going to be planning. I have no idea how it's going to go, or what I should be doing or expecting. So anyway, that's what we're doing today. Comedian Viet, thank you so much for that follow. I super appreciate it. While I'm waiting to see if you have any images you want to show, Daniel, here's what I tend to do on stream in the afternoons. So like I said, in the mornings I do warm-up studies, and then in the afternoons I'll work on digital illustration of some kind. Today might be a little different, but a lot of the time when you come in, you'll see me doing stuff like this. This was something that was done on stream recently. I'm trying to get into kids' books, kind of like graphic novel type stuff too. So we'll see. We'll see if anybody wants to work with me this year. I'm actually in the process of pitching my work to agents and publishers right now. But I don't know. I'm sort of considering maybe doing my own projects after that. So once I finish these pitches, I'm pretty much going to lean into working on Drift. Drift is a comic that I've been kind of working on off and on for the past few years. And Twitch and people here on Twitch have given me some encouragement lately to just kind of maybe see if I can do my own thing. So if you guys are interested in that, oh, thank you, Cup of Joe. Wow, I'm honored that you know my command for that. Yeah, if you want to read Drift, you can do it right there. Thanks so much, Joe. I appreciate your enthusiasm. If you guys aren't already also following Cup of Joe, you gotta hang out with Joe. He does really awesome pixel art. He's actually making a pixel game, which is super cool. So go check out what he's doing. Get a copy of the comic. There's only one copy left, so don't advertise it too hard. And it's not the whole comic, just FYI. It's on my Ko-fi if anyone wants it. There's one left. This is it. I'm not gonna make any more. It's just the prologue, so it's like the first 18 or so pages of it, and I can sign it if you want. But once that's gone, my Ko-fi shop will be empty. But later today, dang it, you guys, I'm gonna post Harvey Dent, the sculpture. I've got a few sculptures I want to post on my Ko-fi, and then maybe if I can ever get caught up, I will post other things. But Daniel, if you don't have any work you want to share, I am gonna pull up your. Oh, I found it. I'm so sorry, I missed your link. Hold on. Let's pause my little silly self-promo thing. Just kind of burning time waiting for this. Look at this awesome piece. Holy cow. Oh my gosh, you're so good at anatomy. and costume design. Wow, this is fantastic. You guys, go follow Daniel Hooker Art if you aren't already, and make sure, am I following? Let me make sure I'm following you. I'm still kind of getting to know people here on Twitch, so I'm always excited to meet other artists and learn more about what kind of art's being made here on Twitch. So please, yeah, please feel free to let me know, guys, if there's other artists I should know about. But Daniel, I'm so glad I got to see this. This is fantastic. I can see why you're doing a visual novel. I bet it's going well. Please feel free to tell us about it too in the chat. One of the coolest things to me about Art Twitch is how like supportive and interested everyone is about what everyone else is doing, and I definitely want to be a part of that if I can. So feel free to tell us more about it. Hey Tarzia, how's it going? Oh yeah, the Vaquita stream. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I know it was like a terrible time for you. That it wouldn't have like worked out well for you to be able to attend, probably. But yeah, we did a Save the Vaquita stream over on Saturday, and we actually raised $500, you guys. $500 for the Vaquita, and I ended up making a Vaquita sculpture. If anyone, we can just do a quick Vaquita. Wait a minute. Did something just happen on Ko-fi and I didn't get an alert? Hold on, what happened? Let's pause. Oh my gosh! Joe, did you... Wait a minute, what just happened on Ko-fi? Did you grab that, Butterfingers? Hold on. I don't know why my alerts aren't working with that. I tried to fix that. Oh my gosh, Joe just bought the last copy. Well, there you go. There you go. Well, that'll be coming in the mail to you this week. Thank you. Well, we have no more copies of Drift now, guys. That's it. That's it. Thank you so much for picking that up. You didn't have to do that. Yeah, no worries. Go do what you gotta do, Daniel. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for bringing your community here. I'll try to do right by them. And, yeah. Appreciate you hanging out. Hey, Smiley. Hey, Bickman. Hey, everybody. Sorry I haven't said hi to everybody yet. I'm like already off. I'm already bumbling. We're already doing the bumbles, guys. This is what you can expect when you hang out with me, everybody, just by the way. I bumble a lot. But the Vaquita, guys, we did a Vaquita stream on Saturday. And if you're not familiar with what a Vaquita is, we have some... I still have those commands if somebody wants to type !Vaquita. You can learn about the Vaquita. But this is a Vaquita, folks. It is the most endangered, not just cetacean, which is whales, dolphins, and porpoises. Not even the most endangered marine mammal, but it's actually the most endangered mammal in the world right now. Oh my gosh, I just want to see the image. Please just show me this cute baby Vaquita. So this animal is on the brink of extinction. It's called the panda of the sea. You can see why. It's got really cute little panda-like markings. And there's fewer than 20 of them left. So if you want to learn more, thanks, Amaze. You can click all those links in the chat. But yeah, we did a fundraiser to save the Vaquita, and like I said, we raised $500, which was incredible. I've never done a charity stream before. I had no idea how it was gonna go. But it's pretty cool that people got excited enough about this creature. Sorry for the sad pictures. By the way, if you end up going to Google to look for images of the Vaquita, it's super shy, super rare. There's very few photos, and so unfortunately it means a lot of the photos that turn up are very sad. I'm trying not to show them on screen, but it's hard. It's very hard. So anyway, let's look at this one because it's cute. But anyway, thank you guys for caring so much about the Vaquita, and yeah, Isol, and also hello Isol, so good to see you. Yeah, it was my first charity stream. We actually ended up earning some new Vaquita emotes, so I had made this emote to promote the Vaquita stream, and then we actually, because we hit that goal, chat wanted me to do another one, so now we have 2 Vaquita emotes. Those are actually free to use. They're in my Discord. Anyone who wants them, if you want to talk about this animal, if you want to put those emotes in your Discord or on your Twitch, they're free if anyone wants them. Just you know, join the Discord, and you can leave right after if you want. I know there's like a million Discords, so please don't feel like you have to hang out in mine, but that's where I put them because that's the easiest place. I might put them on my Patreon too. In fact, let me make a note to do that after the stream. I think it's really cool that people wanted to talk about this creature so much, and there's some really great information out there about it. So if you're curious, please go look up something about the Vaquita and tell someone about it, you know? Even if you can't support financially, honestly, just awareness is a huge, huge tool. Anyway, gosh, I've talked a lot. we are gonna draw, I swear we're gonna draw some dinosaurs. I was just gonna show you guys the last other big thing that I do here typically other than sculpt is we do creature design streams on the first Wednesday of the month, which was last Wednesday for right now. I might bring it back to 2 someday, but we look at sea slugs and I like to design dragons based off of them because it's just a fun creature design prompt. So if that's something that interests you, if you like creature design, that's what you can expect here. Okay, I've talked enough. Let's draw some dragons. I mean some dinosaurs. Ah, I'm so scattered. And let me say hi to everybody too. Oh my gosh, should we get a Draw Me an Animal redeem already? Satanic leaf-tailed gecko. Oh shoot, Paradox Moose. I feel like I do know what this is, but I cannot remember what it looks like. Let me say hi to everybody first. Rue, amazing fan, Bickman, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you all. Paleontologist VA. How is everybody? PyroKitties Tavern, hello, hello. It's good to see you. I hope your travels go well if you've already started. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for that follow. I am so sorry that I'm so scattered. Thank you for tolerating me anyway and deciding to follow. I really appreciate that. Bosch Fire, I like your name. I don't know if I said your name right, but I like it. And Outernet, I was still getting ready whenever you donated those bits, but thank you so much for dropping some bits my way. That'll go directly into the cheese fund. And also I hope you're doing well. Enjoy your new bits badge that you just got. Okay, let's see. Who else did I miss? I'm scrolling. Mochi, hey, how are you doing? I know I missed somebody. And Charzia, I think I said hi, but hello to you as well. I hope you guys are following Charzia, by the way, another great artist here on Twitch, if you aren't already. Raga, hello, how are you? Get rated, yeah. Thanks for being here, I appreciate you. Okay. I think that's everybody. If I missed you in chat, oh, Genie Problem, there you are. I see you. Thank you for being here as well. I know it's probably silly, but I just like to say hi to everybody. And Lucienne Art, hello again. Been seeing you all over Twitch these days. Good to see ya. Was hanging out on Lucienne Art's stream the other day. You guys should all go follow Lucienne as well. Really wonderful traditional media artist. Brand new streamer here on Twitch. Like brand new. So if you're into supporting new art streamers, check out Lucienne Art. We have a lot of people new to streaming here right now. Okay. And yes, I hope you're doing well too, Isol. I'm so sorry that I'm so behind on chat. I'm trying to be better at this whole streaming, chatting at the same time thing, but it's just hard. Ungoi, hello, don't be late to work. Oh my gosh, Shiratoshi. Yeah, the game goal. Oh my gosh, the game goal. I have to talk about that too. Okay, let me draw some dinosaurs. And then we'll talk about the game goal that you guys hit. We actually hit that right at the beginning of the Vikita stream. So for those who don't know, I don't usually do games on Twitch. I've done it once now, and that was because chat asked me to. And there we go. And they want me to do it again. We played Journey last time, and so we're actually going to do a vote on that this afternoon, guys. So my afternoon stream today. I haven't posted about it on Discord yet because I'm behind, as usual. But we're gonna be voting on the game I play. So if you want me to finish Journey, you could pick that one. I'm kind of leaning toward that one personally, but it's up to you guys. We could pick another game off of the list. I actually might make a more curated list just because it's a little overwhelming on Steam. You guys have recommended a lot of games to me. So yeah, we'll probably put Okami. We could do some ones from last time. Katamari Damacy, Journey. I think Abzul or something like that is one that you guys said was similar to Journey that I would probably like. So we'll do a few options, then we'll do a poll this afternoon. So just be aware that that's happening. If you want to be a part of that, if you want to vote, you got to show up today at the afternoon stream. And Ray of Sun, hello, how are you? Sorry, I guess I stopped scrolling. And also Paradox Moose, good morning. I haven't forgotten your redeem. We will do that in just a second. Sluggy Dragons, yes, Boschfire, I love them too. Oh, and Archon Shade, hello. I'm so sorry that I missed you. Dinosaurs, Dragons, Saint. I mean, well, debatable, but I see where you're going with it for sure. You're leaving in 3 hours, Pyro. Well, thank you so much for popping in and saying hi before you left. I appreciate that. You always assumed people came up with dragons after finding dinosaur fossils, and I don't want to look it up to be proven wrong. That's kind of what I think / thought too. There is some There is some possible evidence that that may not be true, but I don't think it's too much of a stretch to say like, oh, I found this crazy thing, I don't know what it is, we'll just make up a shape around it. I do think it's interesting that dragons of some kind exist in all cultures across the world, even ones that have had no contact, and sometimes they look very similar, so I think there may be something to that, but it's hard to say which came first, you know, the finding of the fossil or the story of monsters. I think that's the part Paradox Moose that we're not sure about. But I kind of lean that way too, so I'm kind of with you. I'm sure if some of my paleontology friends were watching, they'd probably argue with me, but they're not here. I don't think so. We can just have our own little conversation here. Okay, I think I'm at the bottom of chat. So before we jump into warm-ups, I'm gonna play this game and try not to freeze my computer. Yeah, I know that's not the popular scientific theory. But I still feel like it could be, so. Oh my gosh, I'm so behind. There we go, okay. So we're gonna do Draw Me an Animal really fast. We're gonna play this game before I get started. If anybody wants to start their warm-ups for Dinosaurs first, please feel free. Please don't feel like you can't. But these are some past Draw Me an Animals that we've done. So I'm gonna do one down here. I keep meaning to post these on Discord and I always forget. But hopefully I'll remember one day. Okay, Draw Me an Animal. So the way that this works is I'm going to write down the name of the animal. And then I'm going to try to draw it the best I can. I can't look up reference. You guys are welcome to look up reference. The animal that Paradox Moose suggested was the satanic leaf-tailed gecko. So that's the one. What a name. I feel like I've heard of this before, but I cannot remember exactly what it looks like. Obviously, it's a gecko. And like I said, you guys can feel free to play along or just look it up and laugh at how off I am. But the fun part is at the end, we will get to learn about it together, which is always fun for me. So I'm going to set a little timer. I'll watch the timer and basically do a 5-minute sketch and just kind of see what I can remember about this thing. I just feel like it was like red and brown, maybe some stripes. I feel like I can almost picture it in my head. And obviously the leaf tail, but I do not remember the exact shape. Well, let's just try. So I've got 5 minutes to draw a satanic leaf-tailed gecko. You had to draw a chameleon from memory. Yeah, that's basically what this is. So let's draw an animal that you may or may not be familiar with from memory only. Please don't drop any hints in the chat or link anything in the chat. We will look at it together on screen in 5 minutes. So I'm just going to start. I think that was my changeover time. So I got 5 minutes from this point. I'm just gonna guess. So I feel like I'm just gonna make it like a spiky gecko. I don't remember how to draw a gecko off the top of my head. I have not spent a lot of time drawing them, so bear with me, guys. It may not look particularly gecko-y. But we're gonna say it has a big ol' leaf tail, right? Maybe some spikes on it, because I feel like that was a thing. Oh, my eraser's not working. I hate that. I really don't like it when my eraser decides it doesn't want to erase. Ugh. Okay, this isn't gonna work for me, Britta. I don't know why it does this. It's always really frustrating when it does this to me. It's not fair. Hold on. We need to stop the timer. My crit is not working. Ugh. Why are you this way? This is very annoying, program. Amaze, make your program behave, please. There we go. I don't know why I'm blaming Amaze. Okay, sorry. I had to fix my eraser was not triggering. Okay. Alright. Leaf-tailed gecko of Satan. Oh, dang, it's doing it again, you guys! Urgh. I hate when it does this. It's so frustrating. Alright, this doesn't count. I had to spend a minute of my time trying to fix my pen. Okay, I get an extra minute. It's not going to be my best drawing because I still can't use the program the way I'm supposed to. But I feel like feel like it's something like this, and it's got like a big old tail, and there's lots of spikes everywhere, and I think it's like red and brown. I could be very wrong. I'm probably very wrong. Most of the time I do not know for sure. I feel like my getting the animal correct ratio to completely wrong ratio is very low. It's like I get it maybe 1 out of 10 times. So we'll see. Okay. Yeah, it was a critical fail. Oh, I see what you did there, Moose. If I had time to throw cheese at you for that wordplay, I absolutely would. Okay. We're just gonna say it's got like these crazy brownish red stripes because I do not remember what it actually has. And we're just gonna say super creepy red eyes, because why not? Why not? We're gonna say it's all spiky and it's just gonna be on a background that has no real clarity because I don't have time to make a background because I spent too much time messing with my critter to get it to work. I don't even know if these are right. I don't know, stripes. It has some kind of like pattern. I just can't remember if they're stripes or spots. But we're gonna say it's red with spikes everywhere and a big ol' spiky leaf tail. It probably lives on the forest floor because it's a gecko. Or it definitely lives on the ground. So we're just gonna do the ground. Just pretend this is really nice ground, okay guys? It's not. Listen, I'm gonna have to restart grid after this. Apparently it doesn't want to work correctly. I don't know why this happens all the time. It's very annoying. Okay, and we'll just do a happy little sunshine because, you know, oh, that's not a happy sunshine. Oh my, that was gross. Don't look at that. Okay, there we go. Satanic leaf-tailed gecko, everybody. That's what it looks like. Let's now actually find out what it looks like. He's a cute little nugget. I'm glad you like him. Alright, so I'm gonna look it up. We'll see how close I got. Satanic. 1 out of 10 is still infinitely more than I would get with these obnoxiously obscure slime. No, I like it though. Cause it keeps me thinking about animals I don't think about a lot. Okay, okay. Oh my gosh, it has red eyes. Okay. Does it have spikes? Not as many spikes as I put. Let's see. It is really cool looking though. Okay, so this one's a little bit red, but I don't know if it actually is red. Let me open this image. We're gonna say, I'm gonna rate myself... Oh, the leaf tail is this way. That's way cooler than what I drew. It has little eye horns and little cheek spikes and little tiny spikes on its back. So, is the tail spiky? Not super. I mean, it's got ridges and some spikes right there, but I'm gonna give myself a 70 out of 100 on this one. I passed, but just barely. I'll give myself a passing score. It does not have stripes, but it does have the like reddish, brownish, somewhat pattern. Really interesting. Look at these spots. Part of why I like looking at these creatures is like you can get some really cool inspiration for creature design. Looking at nature and looking at kind of the things that animals already wear, basically, and then you can apply it, you know? Someone gave one wings. Yeah, I saw that. I mean, it does look like a little dragon. It's super cool. It kind of has a stripy face. Yeah, I'm going to say a passing score. It's definitely not the right. And I totally forgot about geckos having giant toes for some reason. Probably because I was so distracted by Krita. But that was fun. That was a good one. Thank you for submitting. All right, so that's how we play the Draw Me an Animal game. That is not what we're doing all day, though. So I'm going to save this. I'm actually going to close Critter really fast and see if I can get it to recognize my pen the way it's supposed to. Here we go. Okay. close that again. Wait, did it say my gecko? It did, okay. Let's see if I can draw correctly. A poor craftsman blames his tools. Quiet you, Maze. No heckling. It's not doing it. Why is it... You guys, does anybody know why it's not recognizing my eraser? That's... Oh! There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Okay. For some reason it decided to do it right now. Alright, I'm not gonna question it. We're just gonna roll with it. Okay. It seems to be working. It has decided to work even though I'm doing the exact same thing I was doing before, but whatever, it's fine. Okay. Okay, it looks like my hold on. Did that work? Oh, it did work. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. That's what I was gonna do. Okay. There. I did the thing. I have my Twitch up. Oops, hold on, I broke something. You guys, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get my references. There we go. Okay. Ah! Why is everything difficult? Yeah, not a pro today. 53 to 70% pro today. That's pretty generous. Okay, so now for our actual study. What we're actually here for today is to study dinosaurs. And I have a whole reference board. I'm not sure why it's way down there, but that's okay. I'm gonna start with some anatomy. I really enjoy studying dinosaur anatomy. I think it's more helpful to start with anatomy so that you can actually, you know, have some kind of idea of what the dinosaur looks like on the inside. So I'm gonna do this one. I like this little hadrosaur. It may have, I don't remember if I've drawn this before, but we've done dinosaurs a few times. But I like to start with anatomy because it helps me kind of figure out when I'm using photo reference anyway, figure out how to actually understand what's going on under the skin of the creature. No, it does, like I said, it gets a little bit hairy with paleo art because we don't have pictures, obviously, of these animals. It would be nice if we did, but, you know, the camera hadn't been invented back in prehistoric times. So a lot of what we focus on is trying to, I try to find anyway, really good scientifically accurate dinosaur models to kind of look at, and this is going to be more of an interpretive study today. So normally we try to do a little bit more like asking questions about what we're seeing with like lighting and what we're seeing with all kinds of things in structure, but because these are mostly artist renderings that we'll be working from, it's going to be a little bit different. So a little bit more free form. Feel free to use your studies however you like today. But like I said, if anybody wants to post their studies in the Discord, you can do that, and I will show that at the end of stream. I am going to be using, actually I like this one too. This is a good hadrosaur. So hadrosaurs are like a whole group of dinosaurs. I really like their shape, so I tend to draw a lot of them. Theropods are also really popular. Theropods, of course, being the meat-eating, sharp-toothed dinosaurs, but there's a lot of other cool ones that don't get as much attention, so feel free to go look up a dinosaur today, draw your favorite, or, you know, maybe draw one you haven't drawn before. Iguanodontian dinosaurs are pretty cool too. Gotta say. About to go on delivery, says Ngoy. Anyone want any Jamaican beef patties? I'll take some. My fridge is really empty. There we go. I'm so glad it's working now. And then, of course, any study that you do today will be shown on stream. It does not have to be Does not have to be a dinosaur if you don't feel like drawing dinosaurs today. I mean, I'm not sure why, but it's okay if you don't. Draw something else, you know? Draw whatever you want to study. Just a heads up for anyone who regularly does these studies with me and is planning on generally participating, we are going to do one, I think it's next week, that is a design your own still life. So like draw an object sitting around you or make your own little setup that you draw from and study from. And do it. I'm probably going to try and change the camera setting a bit so you guys can see what I'm working from and maybe do it traditionally just because it's a little easier. I don't know, I haven't done a traditional media study in a while, so I'm kind of... It's going to be like a very cautious foray into doing a traditional art stream, like a painting stream of some kind, so we'll be trying that sometime. Still life was asking someone to sit very still so you can draw them. So that's a figure drawing session, but I mean, it kind of is similar. Like anytime you're drawing from observation from something that isn't already two-dimensional, like a flat image like this, that's always really helpful observational drawing. So that's kind of what we're trying to lean into, is getting into maybe doing some more of that sort of study. Still, Casey says still for still life. Yeah, no. I would never be a very good art model. I'm too fidgety. I get antsy sitting still. No, I know what you mean. I know you were joking. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you explain the joke. You can still have cheese. Yeah, do the burgers come pre-made, Ngoy? They never have. Oh, interesting. Well, listen, Ngoy, I'll take any food, honestly. I'll take whatever you want to send my way. Wonder if I can oh, never mind. Just send it to Casey's studio in Colorado. That's the address. Oh, I just love hadrosaur body shapes, you guys. They're so fun. Any more signs of my snake visitor? Asks Smiley. No. No, for anyone who missed it, I posted a picture in the Discord of a rattlesnake that was outside of my studio door last week. Was not my favorite thing to ever happen, but I have no idea if it's still there. There's no way to tell. It's probably moved on. I'm hoping it did not, like... See what you did there, Moose. What do you mean, Moose? Can you explain that? But yeah, no, I'm hoping it moved on. I'm hoping it was just sniffing around for food and then went back up the mountain. I'm hoping it's not deciding to live out the winter under the woodpile outside my door. But we'll see. If I get brave enough, I'll go find like a pry bar or something that keeps me at a distance and like pry up the woodpile so I can peek under it and make sure it's not there. I might want to clear that for winter just so nothing decides to live in it. I don't really know. It's just like a pile of wood sitting outside my studio. It's been there for like 2 years. So it probably has stuff living in it, honestly. There might be mice under there. Who knows? But I do not want them to attract snakes, so I probably need to scoot them along if they are under there. So something to note that I have had to pay more attention to lately that I'm going to try to be better about is paying attention, especially with hadrosaurs, to the connection of where a lot of scientists think that the skin actually did connect on these creatures. A lot of times in like older paleo art, you would see these like what they call gooseneck hadrosaurs. So it's like very, very thin-necked critters where it's just like the skin sort of follows the S-curve of the neck. But they now think that it's more kind of like how bison have these like neural spines that are pretty tall, and they have really thick muscle attachments that connect their shoulders to their neck to sort of support their head. And so there's thinking that it's maybe more similar to that. So like thicker necked hadrosaurs, I guess, which I kind of, with Harvey, I did not know that when I first made Harvey. So he has a little bit of gooseneck. And I just didn't know. So in the future, if I make another hadrosaur, I'd probably extend the neck out further if I were to do this again and make that neck slightly thicker there to make it more scientifically accurate. At least what we think. right now. The reason they think this is because there's certain marks on the bones that seem to be where muscles would attach. This is something that you can see in living animal bones. Like bones of animals that have recently died is what I mean. Living animal bones is a strange word. Hopefully you know what I meant. Extant animals. It's like non-extinct animals. Don't we all have a bit of gooseneck? Yeah, maybe. But we see those same types of... You can see those markings on actual skeletons of like living animals after they've died. You can see places where like the muscles would have attached and tendons might have had anchor points. And so they've started noticing things like that on fossils where it was thought in the past, like, you know, they maybe were overlooked because they're like, oh, it's just damage to the bone, or it's like not clear enough. But now they're starting to be like, oh, you know what? This is pretty consistent. So it's pretty likely that that's the case. Anyway, yeah, it is kind of incredible like how much we've been able to learn in the last 200 years, for sure. I mean, paleontology is a pretty young science by science standards, you know. It's only been around for a little bit. Now this, actually, I don't know how accurate this is, because I don't know what this... See, things like this is a little bit of gooseneck, probably, in this sculpture, so like, this might not be the most scientifically accurate hadrosaur. I just think it's really pretty. The rest of it, though, seems to kind of check out. But yeah, with like the soft bits, you can kind of do what you want. So you can see like this artist decided to give it sort of sagging skin right here, which is totally fine. Like, we don't know. Could have been that way. Saurolophine and Olympus. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Hey, Paleokin. How's it going? We have somebody who could probably identify these creatures a little bit better than me. Hope you're doing well. Like a child's toy that makes sounds when it's shaken. Yes, exactly. I feel like I missed something. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway. And oh, Reddy, that's what I missed. Welcome on in, Reddy Sculpts. Good to see ya. How you doing? I think I'm just gonna study this anyway. It seems relatively accurate, so. But I think for today, just to kind of warm up for my stream later, I'll be back on in like a few hours, basically. And I'm gonna be doing a dinosaur, some kind of dinosaur stuff this afternoon because I am a part of Streaming. It's a art stream challenge group thing, and I'm going first. It's like a month-long art challenge, and I have to stream on my day and make sure that I actually like draw a thing for my prompt that I picked, and the prompt that I picked was dinosaur. So as luck would have it, I suppose, I'm going first. So I've never done it before, and I don't know what I just want to make sure I'm prepared. So I'm gonna be planning for that later today on stream, and doing some sketching, trying to figure out like how I'm gonna do my image, and yeah, all that good stuff. So yeah, day goes good. Day goes good. Just studying some dinosaurs, you know. Always a good day when you get to study some dinosaurs. Like I said, it's not one that I do often for studies, just because it is a little bit speculative in some ways, and it's a lot harder to. You have to. I don't know. I feel like it might be a little harder to do a study if you don't spend a lot of time studying dinosaurs just in general. So I tend to pick topics that we have actual photographs of. But like I said, I do need this one today, so I'm going to be studying a few dinosaurs that I really like. Or at least a few types of dinosaurs that I really like, just to help me get some ideas for later. Smiley, yes, you did miss my answer. You might be in over your head. No, you got this. Just draw your favorite dinosaur. Do a few. You know, if you don't like the way one is going, do a different one. But feel free to pick a dinosaur to study. Try to focus on like finding something that looks pretty scientifically accurate. And then if you want to do something more stylistic, it's totally fine. You don't have to do an exact copy of it. It's more about, remember, trying to learn about the anatomy, learn about, you know, things like what we were just talking about, how scientists think like this might be the next shape of hadrosaurs versus the old thinking where it was like a lot skinnier, right? So like I'm trying to adjust for that here. and make sure I draw a hadrosaur with a slightly thicker, more robust neck. The only question I have about that, and I need to go ask Dyson Dinosaur, because he's the one that kind of brought this to my attention. But I feel like with bison, that thick neck makes sense because you need a lot of muscles to hold up that giant head, right? Like that's a heavy ornamental structure at the end of a neck bone. So I understand. Oh my gosh, Johnson! Oh, you got me right in the middle of the dinosaur rant. I was having an existential dinosaur crisis here. Welcome to my dinosaur stream today. Thank you so much for that raid. Oh my gosh. Welcome on in. I'm honored to have you. What were you up to today? Let us know what you were doing. We are doing a maker of knives. Ooh, that's cool. Did you make a knife? Can I see? I would love to see. What were you up to? We are doing art studies today. Also listening to Carmen Sandiego apparently, so I hope you're okay with that. Normally what we do for the morning streams, I do streams in the morning to kind of encourage people to draw with me. A lot of artists, we kind of avoid doing studies because it seems a little boring. Everybody wants to get in there and like design their own image or make their own creature or do their own thing. But doing studies is actually a really good way to quickly become better at drawing other things. So like here's a study we finished last week where we looked at cats. A lot of times we'll talk about anatomy and then talk about how to apply what we learned from the anatomy to the reference image. So it's more about studying and asking questions rather than just directly copying an image. I don't have any other like good examples available right now. Hold on. Sometimes we'll do environmental stuff, like we did some cloud studies the other day, so we can learn about lighting and like experiment with paintbrushes. So anyway, I do this Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday in the mornings, just for about an hour and a half or so. And then at the end of stream, we look at what chat did. So if anybody wants to draw along with me today, you're welcome to. All skill levels are welcome. Please don't feel like you can't. If you've never drawn before, it's totally fine. But these are some examples of ones we've done in the past. Like we did wing studies to learn about how wings are structured. That's really helpful for a lot of our... Oh, that's not a study. Don't look at that. Anyway, welcome in. How was your stream? If you have anything you want to share, as long as it's work safe. I am a work safe art streamer, but feel free to show it off. I'd love to share what you're up to. And maybe one day I'll even learn how to stream. Hold on. There we go. But if you guys ever come back later, I'll be doing other things. I tend to do this kind of stuff when I'm streaming primarily. I'm a digital illustrator. So I'm trying to get into kids' books. I'm doing a lot of illustrations for that portfolio, or at least I have been. And currently in the middle of trying to break into that industry. So as soon as I'm done... Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Is that Goat Farmer Blues? I also have done goat stickers. If you want to see them, let me know if you're a goat farmer. Anyway, I do all kinds of stuff. Stickers, graphic novels, digital illustration, sculpting. There's a sculpture I did recently of that little hadrosaur. I promise I'm not obsessed with dinosaurs. We also do dragons. But yeah, if you have a link you want to share, let me know. I'm just sort of a variety art streamer. Just got back into streaming this year. Super appreciate the support. Let me say hi to everybody so I can catch up a little bit. Yasos Bibus, welcome on in. Go Farmer, of course, welcome, and thanks again for that follow. CMDR Woof, thank you for popping in and saying hi. Michael Daughtry Fitness. Oh, are you a fitness person here on Twitch? I just learned about fitness Twitch. Apparently there's a whole section of Twitch that's like about health, which is pretty cool. Designing Comic 4. Ooh, you like comics. Did I show you guys my comic? I also have a comic. It's called Drift. Eventually I'll be working on this again on stream, but right now it's on a bit of hiatus. Will you do it and bet you don't? Wait, Betty don't? Wait, what? I love your name. Welcome in. Streaming, what's that? That's a great question, Archon. Streaming, I think I have a command about it if anyone wants to read. Feel free to join me. I'll be streaming on October 1st. It's like a big... I'll show you what it is in just a second, but it's like an all month long art challenge, and like you get a different day. So a different day, there's like 31 art streamers doing it. I'm gonna be October 1st. I'm a little nervous. Check it out. Yeah. You got me in the middle of dinosaur rant. Oh, thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate that, Archon Shade. Comic-Con was long but good. Oh, you went to Comic-Con. That's awesome. I'd love to hear more about that, Ready Sculpts. You came with knives. Oh, good. Sure, thank you for that lurk. He made a knife. Want to see his knife? Yes, I do. Yeah, you can post a link for sure, Go Farmer. I'd love to show it off on stream, as long as I'm not like super gory or something. I'm I'm work safe, family friendly art streamer, but I'd love to show it off. I like, especially when people who make art. I mean, I would consider making a knife very much like an art form. Please feel free to show. I love promoting other artists here. Imagine knowing how to stream. Yeah, I can't imagine it. I am not a pro. Get cream delish. Hello, hello. Run away in utter fear. I love your name. I love your raid call. Nothing wrong with the dinosaur obsession. I agree. Yeah, show me a link if you've got one or an image. If you have a knife you want to share. But thanks again, Johnson. I'm not sure how you found me, but I really appreciate you popping in and saying hi. Look, the 23rd. Look at the 23rd? Wait, what do you mean? Here, let's look at streaming really fast since I got a question about it. But what we're doing right now, like I always say, I challenge people to, like, if you want to participate, just try to draw for like 30 minutes, 30 minutes of art is, it's going to help you slowly over time get better. So this is streaming. I think it's posted somewhere on my Discord. I need to probably get more organized, but you can see. Oh, Archon Shade. I was going to say, I thought you were a part of it. Okay. All right. There it is right there. Archon Shade's doing zoomies. Trolling me. You think I can remember all this stuff? I don't have any of this memorized. I don't know who's doing streaming. I know like 3 names on here. All I know is I'm going first and I'm nervous. So this is what it is. It's like it says 31 Twitch streamers, 31 prompt words, and 31 days of community artwork. So the challenge is like to make an image or something, a piece of art inspired by each one of these things each day of the month. And there'll be each day, each one of these streamers is going to be doing their own stream to kind of do a draw along with it. And for me, I'll be showing off work at the end of stream like I do for these. And yeah, it should be fun. So join me for that. Hope I don't forget to stream. Yeah. All right, here's John's Ko-fi. Let's check it out. Thanks, Lucianne. We'll see. Oh my gosh, how do you even make a knife? I'll have to watch your stream and make sure that I learn how to do this. These are cool. Look at these handles, guys. Did you guys click that link? These are pretty. So we've done like weapon. I'm actually got a study I'll be doing of like knives and swords and weapons and stuff coming up. Hopefully sometime soon. How do you do this? They're so pretty. I honestly know nothing about about knife making, but I imagine I could follow Johnson and learn about it. So if you guys want to learn how to make a knife, how to make this stuff, this is really cool. Go follow. I'll have to give him a follow. Make sure I am. I want to learn how to do this. Well, thank you so much again for the raid. I super appreciate it. And thank you guys for hanging out. If you're still here from the raid, thank you for lurking. Yeah, you can always drop knife making videos in the Discord too, Amaze. Oh, thanks. Yeah. There's only... Wait, what? I'm so behind on chat. You're kind of obsessing over some goat curry. Oh, you want to see my goat stickers? Since we have a goat fan in the chat? Or do you only like to eat goats? I'm... Oh my gosh, what? Oh no. Elosh, I'm so sorry. It just... Wow, you guys are being so... That's my 3rd raid. Thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate it. We are doing dinosaur studies today, Elove. How was your stream? How was your stream? Really appreciate you. Yeah, we just got raided. I was just showing off some work. I can quickly show you guys as well if you'd like to. Thank you for giving Elove that shout out. Guys, go follow Elove. It does really awesome art. Elove, if you have any art you want to share, we were just sharing Johnson's art. He's a knife maker here on Twitch, which is pretty cool. I'll have to go check that out later. I was just about to show some goat stickers. Because that's just where we're at right now. Hi for anyone who's never been here before. Oh, thank you, Designing Comic 4. I appreciate that follow. My name is Casey. I do all kinds of stuff. I've made goat stickers before, so here's some. I was doing the same sticker. I was just doing different font styles, playing around. But yeah, I don't know, goat, if you follow Weed'em and Reap on YouTube, but they actually commissioned me for some stickers earlier this year, so I did stickers of all their goats. I've actually got a couple of other folks I need to reply to. It's on my list of things to do today. Who are also interested in some goat stickers from me. I'm not currently taking commissions, but I might open them up in a month or so. So it's tentatively on the list. But anyway, I've done stickers, I've done creature design. We look at sea slugs and design dragons based on sea slugs once a month. Maybe one day I'll go back to twice a month on this, but right now that's about all I can fit into my schedule. What else do I do? I do things. I do stuff, guys. We're doing studies right now. Elove, do you have any art you want to share? I'd love to see it if you do. But no pressure if anyone has to raid and run. I understand the post-stream self-care routine for sure. For anyone who's never been here before, this is the kind of thing you can expect to see from me, is a digital illustration. So I usually do this stuff in the afternoon when I'm done with studies. You have too many goats. You're a dairy farmer. Oh, that's cool though. Wow, that's a lot of goats. I think Weedham and Reap has like 7. Like half the goats I made stickers for, they've already sold. So, but yeah, this is what I do for anyone coming in from that raid from Elove. We just did a stream about this animal actually on Saturday. I do wanna promote the vaquita a little bit more. It is the most endangered mammal in the world, guys, and there's less than 20 of them left. And we did a charity stream on Saturday, my first ever, and raised $500 for the vaquita, which I'm super excited about. Oh, thank you, Ryanair00. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate those follows, guys. Thank you. You're pushing me toward 1,800 followers right now. Soon and very soon, perhaps, maybe my Twitch won't be lying when it says I have 1,800 followers, because I don't. But Twitch is doing the roundup thing, so you know, if anyone wants to help me not feel like a liar, you could do that. Oh no, I messed up my own command. Anyway, if anyone wants to learn more about the vaquita, if I could ever learn how to type. Those are some links you can follow to learn. So, oh my god, thank you, Kudu Crow. Kudu Crow, I like your name. Very cool. I don't know if it's intentional with the actual kudu, but that's a very fun mental image that I kind of want to draw now. Anyway, I do all kinds of art, guys. Oh my gosh, Wolf Fairy. Wolf Fairy. Wow, these are great names. Thank you. Please don't feel pressured to follow. I was just saying I'm thankful, and it will be nice to not be feeling like I'm a liar. Anyway, let's draw some dinosaurs. We're supposed to be doing dinosaur studies right now. Oh, they are your favorite animals. That's awesome. Kudus are really cool. We did ungulate studies not too long ago, and we've done antelope, but we're probably gonna do more because it's such a big group of animals. I actually found out recently, I didn't know this, you probably did because it's in your name, but the kudu, so antelope aren't really a category of animal per se. It's kind of like a colloquial name for essentially like bovid they're basically in the cow family. They're called antelope, and then we refer to them as antelope, but they're technically part of bovidae, which I had no idea until pretty recently. Oh, you put a bookmark to the whip in my Discord. Okay, I'm so sorry, Elove. Did I miss a link in chat? You could have also linked it if you wanted to. Let me pretend I know how to stream really fast and go over to chat and click your name, because that also helps me find things. Oh, you didn't put a link. Okay, I just want to make sure I hadn't missed anything. But yeah, I'll pull it up from my Discord. No worries, no worries. American pronghorn antelope. Yeah, closest living relative is the giraffe. Yeah. The antelope is yeah, it's just like a name. It's so interesting. So here is what Elove was working on. Oh my gosh, Elove, these are adorable. Hold on, let's open this image. Yeah, they're so interesting. The horns are awesome. We did a horn study, and I did look at kudu horns because they are really cool. We also looked at, all kinds of other ungulate horns. Are these for sale, Elove? Do you have any links you want to drop? Feel free if you do, if you have like a Ko-fi where people can pick these up, or if you have something else you're promoting. But these are super cute. I love this one. I love it so much. I love the little legs. I love all of it. This is fantastic. I'm assuming this one's going to be colored eventually, but these are super cute little designs. Are you getting ready for a show? Or, yeah, let us know what you're up to. Aren't they adorable, Isel? You guys, if you like it's super adorable art, very chill vibes, go give Elove art a follow. I believe Elove is also, if I'm not mistaken, one of our streamingers this year. Oh my gosh, you guys, I should know this. I'm so sorry. If I could ever figure out how to do anything ahead of time. Hold on, let me pull my little streaming thing back up. Streaming. I am super prepared all the time. Sure am. Definitely am. Mega prepared. Yes, cheese! Oh my gosh, Elove's doing cheese. That's right. That was one of my favorite words this year, Elove. I'm so excited about your prompt. You probably already know this, but we have a cheese emote here. And I love cheese. Cheese is my favorite. So yes, cheese is a big deal. Yeah. Hold on. I think oh, and you thank you. I'm glad you like my music. Go Farmer Gloozy. Cheese. Feel free to spam cheese, guys. Elove is doing cheese on the 5th of October, so be sure to go watch that stream as well. And thanks again for raiding in. Okay, let's I'm gonna work on this while we chat. And just FYI, for anyone who is wanting to draw along a dinosaur with me and have it be shown on screen, just make sure that it's a study of some kind. It's kind of a little harder with this one because it's hard to get like a good study because we're basically just doing like studies of other artists, you know. But if you want to show off your study, please show it off in the warm-up studies section. That's where I will go in my Discord to look for images. If you don't do Discord, you're also more than welcome to just post a link in chat, as long as it is, you know, work safe. I do ask that we kind of keep things work safe around here, family friendly, all that good stuff, because there are kids that draw along. For anyone who doesn't know, since we have a lot of new folks potentially here, I used to be an elementary school art teacher, and there's still every once in a while I have some old students that pop in, so I try to be mindful that people do watch with their kids, or there might be some younger eyes in here on occasion. Of course, it is Twitch. There's only so much I can do, but I do try to at least make sure the art that I show on stream is family friendly. I don't know why I just copied. I don't need to do the ground. All right, let's find a new one. Oh, and we have an ad. Whoops. Goat cheese. If not, it's not your thing. There's some goat cheeses that I like. It just depends, you know. Let's pull up another reference here. Oop, and I gotta hydrate. Thank you, Amaze. Sorry, just saw that. Okay. I don't know how I keep accidentally closing my Pinterest. Oh my gosh, thank you, Elove. Seriously, I don't know if you can hear me because there is an ad, but thank you for choosing me as a raid target. That means the world, honestly. Like, anytime anybody has ever raided me or suggested me as a raid or even talked about my streams to anybody, like, seriously, that just... it means a lot. It means a lot. Oh, you've got turbo. Okay, cool. I'm never sure, so I try really hard not to, like, talk or draw a whole lot while ads are rolling, because I don't want people who, you know, don't have turbo or don't have subs to feel like they're missing out. So I try to be aware of that. But, you know, varying degrees of success, of course. So if anyone's looking for good dinosaur reference, just FYI, the game Saurian has a lot of really good, dinosaur models. Yeah, for sure. Turbo and Patreon / Ko-fi instead of stubs. That's totally fair. A lot of people do prefer it that way. If anybody, you know, is kind of iffy about money through Twitch, Ko-fi, Patreon, those are all better options in some ways for a lot of folks. Okay, let's do a theropod. Theropod, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, is just the fancy word for sharp-toothed meat-eating dinosaur. Yeah, they do, Elove. They do. Yeah, that is true. People, if anybody wants to support, I mean, right now subs on Twitch are discounted. By the way, it's September, I think. So I think they're like cheaper than normal right now. So if you were wanting to sub, then you this would be a good time to do it. It's basically at this point I think subs are for if you really like the emotes, but I think they are discounted, and I do appreciate the subs still. They do help me. So yeah, please don't feel like I don't really have a preference. But there is a higher percentage that we get as artists. Like I get more money from Patreon, from like a Patreon $5 sub than I do a Twitch $5 sub. Not like a huge amount, but like, you know, it adds up over time for sure. Now, if I were to ever somehow get like partner or plus, if I were to achieve plus status, I think they can't revoke that. At least with plus, it takes like a year for that to go away. So if that ever happened, I would get a more comparable percentage on Twitch. But yeah, Ko-fi and Patreon, you get basically the whole amount with the exception of the platform fee, which is pretty minimal, honestly. It's basically a credit card transaction fee. But yeah, goat dairy is important. It's true. It's true. What is the goat? Is it the La Mancha? Which one's the one that has like really comparable taste to cow's milk? There's probably a few. I remember for a while there I was really looking into homesteading and goats and stuff. I'm pretty sold on if I ever do get into goats, I'll do like a Nigerian dwarf goat, like a mini goat. But I did look at crossbreeds potentially to get an animal that created milk that tasted a little more familiar to me. If you have any suggestions about that, I'd actually be really interested. I get what are they? The scapegoats? What are those called? The ones that fall over? The fainting goats? Oh gosh. Weren't those initially just literally to have like they were like sacrificial lambs, literally, or if there was like a wolf or a coyote, those were the goats that would be eaten because they'd fall over from panic. Why mini goats? The reason I'm interested in mini goats is because I'm really interested in the idea of having basically a functioning homestead on a very small amount of property. Because let's be honest, guys, I'm an artist. I'm never going to be able to afford a home. So, and if I am, it's not going to have a lot of land. So I'm really interested in like what I would be able to do with a small amount of space. I did kind of look at mini cows very briefly, but I just feel like for the amount of food it takes to feed even a mini cow, it's just, you can get a lot of milk out of a mini goat. I think it's like a quart of milk a day on average from a mini goat. It just seems like a better way if I'm gonna want milk for like making butter or cheese or any of that stuff, that it just seems like a better bang for my buck. But I was interested in potentially getting a cross because I don't know if I like Nigerian dwarf goat tasting products. So it's like maybe a La Mancha cross or like some other kind of thing cross. So that was mostly why I was looking at like dairy tasting, like more like cow dairy tasting milk. But okay, I'm not gonna do another skeleton study. What am I doing? I'm getting distracted with goats. I'm gonna actually like draw a dinosaur now. But yeah, so my like dream homestead, if I were to ever somehow magically be able to have a homestead, I would want Nigerian dwarf goats, or at least a Nigerian dwarf goat cross, because for anyone who doesn't know, they're very small. Like they get to be about, there's some on my homestead property that I rent my studio on right now, actually. So they're about the size of a Labrador, maybe a little smaller, depending on the animal. And they provide a lot of milk, and they don't need that much food for the amount of milk that they produce. So they can survive on a very small amount of roughage and supplemental food. And then I would want bees for honey, of course, and pollination. And then I would want potential like chickens for sure. I love chickens. I have some chicken emotes. If anybody needs a chicken emote, they are there. And then I would want possibly, if I decided I needed a meat source, I'm considering meat rabbits. They're so cute. I don't know if I would be able to kill a rabbit is the only problem with that plan. So I may just have to be a vegetarian who eats eggs. But eggs are fine. Right now, I can't afford meat anyway, so I'm basically a vegetarian right now who eats eggs. I don't know if eggs count. I think they do. I think it's fine. Anyway, I'm just too poor to afford meats. So, yeah. So that's my plan. Pretty sure they mean the goats, not the dog. Wait, what? Living off your own property and drawing sounds like... Yeah, it sounds awesome, right? A ray of sun. I would love that. I would love to be able to, like, be an illustrator, have my own property, a little garden, a little homestead, and, like, just live, be self-sufficient. I have some friends who've done a lot of stuff with, like, aquaponics and self-watering systems. Those could be kind of interesting, although they do take up a lot of space sometimes. But I think there's ways to make them sustainable. There's all kinds of ways to do, like, you know, solar-powered electricity that kind of help with the cost of some of that, so. That's true. If you have a small herd, you can rent it out to clear people's yards. I've seen a lot of that lately. That would be a source of income for sure. I don't know. I just think it'd be really cool. So that's why I'm interested in the small ones. And you have a donkey to protect the goats? Yeah, I'd probably have a... I don't know if I'd have a livestock guardian dog. It would depend on where I live. Like, if I was in Colorado, I'd probably have a dog just because there are mountain lions, but I don't think Colorado is where I'd want to try to raise food. It's a desert. So I'd probably move further east and south, I think, if I was gonna actually do this. But it's all just fun to think about, you know? I've spent way too much time thinking about it. For sure. You like regular cow's cheese, but it doesn't like you. Oh no. You've never tried goat's cheese because I'm too scared of the flavor difference? Yeah, try La Mancha goat's milk. As a goat farmer, I need to promote our product. However, genetically, humans are predisposed to eating goat cheese and drinking goat's milk. Interesting. We have to do with multiple millennia that we have lived with goats, whereas we've only... Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Our digestive tracts take a while to change, you know? I'm behind. Remind me to pester you into a Kyoryu playthrough. We can add that to the list for sure. Here's the problem, though, with games I don't already own. Like, it may take me a while to... That's part of why when we talk about the games I might play on stream... I do really like the idea of doing more artistic games so that I can talk about that while we stream. I do really want this to be a very art-focused place. So I'm a little worried about straying too far off topic there. I know a lot of people do like one game stream a week or whatever. I get it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I also, guys, I just don't have money to buy a bunch of new games. That's also part of why I didn't get a Steam account for a long time. And you guys, I'm getting so many emails about discounts on these games that are on that wish list. It's like extremely tempting sometimes. I'm like, I don't have the funds for this. So what I'll probably do when we keep doing game streams is I'll put mostly games I already own and like maybe one game that I don't already own that people seem to really be excited about, and then those will be the options to vote. Yeah, and we'll just see how it goes from there. Because I don't know. So far I've resisted the urge, but you guys, I'm telling you, my latent gamer is like twitching a little bit on the inside. Just a little. Like I'm resisting it, but man. I think the hardest times are like right after I play a game is when I'm the most like, I want to keep playing. And so it's really hard. Like when we first played Journey, the next, like that whole week, all I could think about was like playing more Journey. It was really bad. Amaze had to talk me out of, poor Amaze. I think I made him feel a little bit guilty. But you weren't wrong, Amaze. So just want you to know that for the record. But I had to be talked out of doing a unplanned impromptu game stream because I was like, yeah, let's just play again. I want to play again. I really liked it. And I do really like the game. And I would like to play again. I want to get all the things that I missed. My completionist gamer itch needs to be scratched, guys. We've opened Pandora's box here. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. But anyway, that's my plan. In case anybody was wondering how the game stream thing is going to work. And for anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, you can type exclamation point game and see kind of the latest update on that. We had a Make Casey Play a Game on Stream challenge that just got completed, so I will be playing a game actually on Sunday, this next coming Sunday. So I gotta figure that out soon. We will be voting this afternoon on the game in case anyone missed that. And if you want to come back for my afternoon stream to vote, just be back here at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. We'll do it at the end of stream, so you'll have like an hour or so to pop in before we actually do it. I'll make an announcement on Discord too. So I know not everybody can make every stream, so I'm trying to be better about not feeling weird about making announcements in Discord. It's so funny that even though I have an announcements role so people can opt in to getting pings for announcements, I still feel like I don't want to overuse it, you know, like I don't want to annoy people. And we just did a big announcement for the Vakita stream. So I feel very, I don't know. Wait, what happened? Oh, sorry, my playlist just broke. Is it still okay? It's still on. That was weird. I need to make sure I fix that after stream. All right, I'm gonna do an overdraw here, and I'm gonna actually design a dinosaur now. So this is a Dinosaurs. That's what it is. I don't know how to say it. I'm so sorry. Not a pro, not a scientist, don't understand the word. Huyangosasaurus, maybe? But it looks really cool, so I'm gonna go look up some art. Why did that not search? And just see if I can find some cool inspiration for this creature, and then I'm gonna actually design one, and that will be my dinosaur study for the day. And then we'll look at your art. So if anyone's drawing along and wants to be a part of that, just make sure that you drop your art somewhere that I can find it. And I'm very behind on chat. Okay, hold on. My chat paused and I didn't notice, and I'm so sorry if somebody's been trying to talk to me. Yeah, protect from wolves, yeah. If I ever have a homestead, the first thing I'm getting is employees. I don't know if you can afford employees with a homestead. Let's see. Yeah, the fainting goats, Smiley. Yeah, he's probably already answered this, but the fainting goats. Your mom, Corianne, is trying to make her own garden. That's awesome. Well, good luck to your mom. My mom is a big gardener as well. I'm sure I make her sad that I don't have a better green thumb, but if I ever do this homesteading thing, that's when I will get more into gardening. You can raise goats in near deserts. You can, but it's more the whole homestead that I'm worried about. I need to raise goats, bees, chickens, possibly rabbits, and food. So I want to be somewhere that has like a longer growing season. Colorado has an extremely short growing season and very unreliable rain, for sure. You relate to the homestead dream? It'd be fun. What if you play a game about cheese? If there's a game about cheese that you know about, Archon Shade, please let me know about it. PJ, hello. Thank you so much for using that Vakita heart emote. PJ, how you doing? Hopefully people know that you are welcome to use those emotes on your own Discords if you want, on your own Twitch channel. They're free. You can find them on my Discord if you'd like them. I would love to hear more people talking about the Vakita. You're a 75-year-old gamer. You love to play solitaire. That's my dad's game of choice as well. Hey, solitaire is a game. It is. You have so many things you want to do and hard for you to stay on top of chores, self-care, and the hobbies. It's true, Corianne, there's not enough time in the day. You gotta kind of pick at some point. Yeah, that's part of why I don't have time for games, Corianne, is because I've just decided I have too many other things going on. Which is why you guys have to earn the game streams. But Sunday is my day off, and so that tends to be when I do the game streams, and that works out a little better at least. Cup of Joe, hey, welcome back in. Try not at all. Yes, I'm glad that you feel the same, Cup of Joe. Thank you for verifying that that's not an invalid way to feel. I do worry about adding everybody in Discord, and I try to keep it to a super minimum. So just know if you join my Discord, I don't think I've used the @everyone tag in like over a year. We have a new role that you can opt into called announcements. So if you want to get announcements from me, they're like maybe a couple times a month usually. I try to keep it super, super minimum and compact because I do worry. You know, I worry about being annoying. I'm so sorry, Goat Farmer Bluesy. Well, still happy to have you. I apologize. You want to do gardening, but the squirrels near Okay, Joe, don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me, Joe, or anybody who has a garden or feeds birds. But I have befriended my local squirrels, and I know that they're pests. I know that I shouldn't encourage them, but they're so dang cute. And Joe, I have to tell you, can I please show you guys a video? Because yes, squirrel. Yes, we're gonna squirrel right now. I hand feed my squirrels. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know it's the worst. I'm the worst human. Oh, somebody is knocking on my door. Hold on, that was terrifying. 1 second. I need to go answer the door at my studio. Let me mute just in case. BRB. Here, enjoy this dinosaur for a second. Ah! Sorry, guys. The owner of the property just knocked on the door because my car needs to be moved. They're having a pool. Somebody's needs to put a pool in here, I guess. They've got renters now at their house, and I have not met all of them. And I guess they're putting in a pool. So anyway. Okay, but let me show you the squirrel video, please. Please, can I show you guys? Okay, I'm sorry for the wait. I know that was a long wait. I'm not used to people knocking on my door. Here, look. A squirrel. Look at it. Hold on. We're gonna pause the music. This was last... I'm so sorry. This is the worst. This was when it was like just getting cold. I think it was last year. Oh yeah, it was a cold day in March. And they get more friendly. They get more friendly when it's cold. So that one was Chippy. She has chips in her ears. That's how I know. The one that was up on the wall was Digit because she has a broken finger and it sticks out. And the other two are probably just they're either kids or boyfriends. I don't know. They're just the local squirrel. But look how cute! Look how they just sit there with their little hands. You guys, I can't resist. How do you resist this? It's too cute. It was cute. Here's the video if anybody wants to watch it. I don't usually post stuff like this on my Instagram. It's usually art, but I just wanted you guys to see my squirrels. See, there's Digit up there. She and Chippy don't get along, so they try to stay away from each other, but when it's cold, they have a truce. So cute. Okay, anyway. And then here's one more, just because we're here. This is Chippy again. This was a couple years ago. Chippy's been around for a while. She's spoiled. She likes very specific nuts sometimes. She wouldn't take the walnut. Look how cute, you guys. She's like, no, that's a walnut still. I don't want it. I'm so sorry. So. She knew I had a box of nuts that had hazelnuts in them. She's really smart. So I'd been feeding her out of this bucket that's see-through, and she could see the hazelnuts, and she's like, no, I know you have something good in there. And she gets really excited, watch, when she sees me having one. And then she freaks out because she drops it and can't find it. But she grabbed my hands, you guys. I'm weak. Here's this one if you guys need to see this one. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Enjoy. Okay, thank you for letting me literally squirrel. That was the most literal squirrel we've ever done. To show you my actual squirrels. Okay, back to the art. I promise this is an art stream. I would point out that that's a way to get food. Do you know you can eat squirrels? You can eat a lot of squirrels. You can eat squirrels. I probably would not eat my squirrels though. They have names. They're not food. Your dad put out a bird feeder and this squirrel mom has a... Yes, I have a squirrel-proof feeder to keep them out. It's the squirrels! Yeah, right. You're not the next door neighbor of anyone here. That's true, I'm not. I am on a homestead property that they don't have a farm or anything, so they don't care. There's squirrels everywhere. Okay, anyway, thank you guys for looking at my squirrels. Okay. I'm gonna finish this this stegosauroid, and then we're gonna actually look at what you guys drew. So if anyone is drawing along, feel free to post images in the Discord. You can type exclamation point, or here, I'll just do it for you. There we go. If anyone wants to drop a study that you're doing in the Discord, just put it in the warm-up studies section, and that's where I'll be looking. And if you're doing something other than a dinosaur, it's totally okay, FYI. Basically the way the studies work is if you're watching this right now, like if you just got here and you're like, oh man, I wish I could have done a study and had my study shown on screen. I do the show and tell piece, like warm-ups happen Monday through Wednesday, and we always do it at the end of the stream. So you have literally until the end of stream tomorrow to get a study in, and then you'll have another chance on Wednesday. So, and then if you watch this VOD on Thursday, you have until Monday. So like literally anytime you do a study, if you're proud of it, if you want to encourage other artists and show that study off in the Discord, please do. That's kind of the whole point of this, is to kind of encourage artists to actually level up and do the thing that we always say we need to do, which is practice and study, and actually have some accountability to do it. So that's why we call this the art gym sometimes. I've started using the art gym hashtag on social media, so if you do any studies that you post online, just tag me and use that hashtag. I follow that hashtag. I'd love to see it. I'd love to share it. I'd love to encourage other people to just, you know that thing you always say you're gonna do, fellow artists, that whole study thing? Let's do that together. That's kind of the point. So, anyway. I am tracing over this skeleton a little bit to do my own little dinosaur design. So this is one way that you can use your, when all you have is a skeleton to go off of. Something I like to do is things like this, and just kind of try to do something that's a little bit more accurate. And it's going to show you things like where to put the mouth, where to put the nostrils. Remember that these spikes and plates and things, these are all probably had keratin sheaths on top of them. If you don't know what that means, think about like a bull horn, like any animal with a horn, really. They tend to have like little nubs, like say a rhinoceros. Their skull is going to look like this, right? It's got like a little horn nub underneath. And some species of rhino don't really have very much keratin on top of that. And like, like a lot of Indian rhinos have very short horns. But like if you look at an African rhino skull without the keratin sheath, it'll look like this. And then what happens is on top of that, they grow. It's like a fingernail. It's just like made out of the same stuff our nails are made out of. And it grows on top of that bony structure. So the way we know that these are like that is because if you look really closely at the fossils, they have those little, like basically like little tiny pock marks, which is where blood vessels used to go to feed keratin. So you'll see this on top of like Pachycephalosaurus's skull. You'll see it on top of like Triceratops's horns, Stegosaurus. So like there's a lot of keratin sheath structure that we just don't know what it looks like because keratin doesn't really fossilize. It's too soft. It doesn't turn into fossil material, like doesn't turn into rock like bone does. So yeah, anyway. Feel free to go crazy is what I'm saying. Like we don't know. It could be that they're just a little bit longer, or maybe they were like quite a bit longer. We really have no idea. All we have is the little tiny plate. Most paleo art you look at is going to show at least a little bit of extra keratin structure. That's why you can look at like a picture of this animal and be like, wow, they really made those plates bigger or those spikes longer, and it's because you can kind of get away with it. So like this is another example, these little bony structures on the side of this animal. In a lot of paleo reconstructions of this creature, you're gonna see like long shoulder spikes because that's what it looks like they are. Don't forget that they probably had feathers as well. Yeah, a lot of dinosaurs they think did have feathers. Right now it seems like it's mostly theropods that had feathers. There's a few non-theropods that they believe they've found some evidence for. I don't remember which ones they are, to be honest. I don't think it is this group of dinosaurs. I don't think it's the hadrosaurs. The hadrosaurs, in fact, I'm almost positive it's not the hadrosaurs because they have actually found skin impressions of hadrosaurs, which is super cool. Like the animal fell into like soft mud or clay, the skin kind of wore away, decomposed, but the impression of the skin remained intact, and then that sand fossilized, or that rock turned into rock, basically. So we have skin impressions from some animals, including not Stegosaurus. I don't think. I mean, not, but I think types of ankylosaurs we do, like Boreopelta and some others. Anyway, so it seems like these guys had like more lizardy skin, like little tiny bumps and scales. Not seeing any like proto feathers or quills like we do in theropods, and potentially some triceratops, like protoceratops. I'm not sure. I think the jury is still out on whether or not that's valid. And I think it's made more complicated because the skeletons, like the fossils that show this, or one of the fossils that shows this, is actually like been stolen, I guess, and it's hard to study because it's not being it's not available for scientific study, I suppose. Anyway, interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Also, apparently I didn't draw the leg bone of this dinosaur, so hold on. You'll have that song running through your head. Good. What, the Milky Chance song? I do like that song. But notice how basically what I'm doing is I'm looking at the what I've already got, and to be fair, they've kind of got this silhouette for me to follow here too. But I'm sort of looking at the bone structures and trying to imagine what the bones and like what the muscles would look like around them, where there might be tendons. I'm using my knowledge of, you know, basic animal anatomy to be like, okay, there's going to be a calf muscle here, right? Like there's going to be a foot pad there to kind of support the pressure of this animal, just like they've done here. They've got that fatty heel of the foot basically right there. So just trying to keep that stuff in mind as I'm drawing. And over time, the more you do studies like this, it'll kind of help you become more familiar with the creature, and then you'll be able to kind of do your own imaginative drawings where you can incorporate pieces of, you know, bits of this anatomy that you've studied. That's why like studies of any kind are always super helpful, because you can, you know, like you can add it to your own imaginations, right? Your own things that you're creating, your own illustrations or creature designs or games or character models, like whatever it is, whatever art you're making. Any kind of study is going to be helpful to enhance that. At least I think so. Ooh, my stomach is rumbling. I did not get a chance to eat very much for breakfast, so I'll be doing that after stream, I think. I'm glad you approve of the music choices around here, Goat. Okay. No. And then of course these are, no, these are mirror images, I believe. Like there's not just one row of these on this animal, just like a stegosaur. I'm gonna make sure about that, but I'm fairly positive there aren't any stegosaurids that don't have 2 rows of plates. There we go. Yeah, okay. Just making sure I'm not making stuff up here. Those look like they kind of get bigger as they go toward these spikes, which is interesting. Oh man. We let in a fly when we had the door open. There, it's trapped in my window now. Lucianne says it's super helpful. Oh, good. That's the first time you could do the art gym while you stream. Oh, good. Well, if you feel like sharing, feel free to drop something in the Discord. But also, guys, please know that there's no pressure, which, amazed, now I hate using that phrase because I'm worried that everybody's going to think I'm pressuring them. I hope nobody I really do hope nobody ever feels pressured to participate or do anything. It's just there if you want it. If you want to share your art in the Discord, feel free. But I just want to be clear that even if you're just practicing along and you don't want to share what you made, just trying, just like taking that first step of making something and doing a study, like it's it's good for you, you know, even if you're not an artist, you know, I really will stand by, like, observational drawing and studies, it's good for just having a creative mind in general, as like being a human, you know? It's gonna help you be more observant and be more curious and ask more questions, and all of that is beneficial, not just to your life, but just humanity in general. I think we could all stand to be a little more curious and a little less just like assumptive, I guess, or presumptive, because I think those are the two options, right? We speak about it in different ways here. I have not used this word in a while, so I'm going to say schema really fast. But a schema is like when you draw something or when you think about something, it's without actually double checking it. So when we talk about it in art, like a schema of a tree, if you say, hey, draw a tree, this would be a schema of a tree. It's more of a symbol. It's more of like a pat way of responding to a problem. And you hear about this word a lot in psychology, but when I first encountered it, it was being applied to the way kids learn to draw. So like you start out with kind of like weird shapes, and eventually over time you start drawing these schema. And a lot of people stop here. A lot of people don't move beyond that because because their whole purpose with drawing is just to relay symbolic imagery. Like they're not trying to actually learn to be creative problem solvers and creating their own things. And what we're trying to do here by doing studies is actually really looking at what we're drawing, not just making assumptions and drawing what we think we see, but trying to draw what we actually see. And applying knowledge and asking questions like, where do the muscles go? Is a great question to ask when you're looking at a dinosaur. Because we don't know that for sure, but we can make educated guesses if we study anatomy enough about what these creatures might have looked like. So like a good example is like when you're drawing a cat, you might just do this, right? Like this might be how you draw a cat. And while the symbol of the cat will come through, it's really not going to help you get any better to just keep redrawing this over and over and over and over your whole life and never actually looking at a cat and trying to learn something new about what goes on a cat's face. You know, that's the whole point of these studies, is to look at something and try to, yeah, make ourselves better, you know? Anyway, I'll try not to ramble too much about schema. It happens sometimes. Oh my gosh, Raga. Draw me a cat. So the Draw Me an Animal game is we should just call it the schema game, guys. Raga, I can always count on you, can't I? Indeed, Fire Kitty's Tavern. This is what I get. This is what I get. Alright, Raga, let me finish my dinosaur and then I'll draw you a cat. I'm gonna try really hard to draw what I've learned from a cat. So we did cat studies last week, so I feel like cats are fresh on my brain. So I'm gonna try and make it a really accurate cat. And since you didn't specify the type of cat, I'm just gonna draw a house cat. Yeah, add one to the schema counter. Should I make a schema counter? I feel like I've been really good lately about not saying the word schema too often. We just have some maybe new folks in chat today, so I wanted to, you know, invite them in. Hey Kev, how you doing? Well, now I feel pressured to not participate. Archon Shade, hey, you take it however you want. I just want to make sure nobody feels like, yeah, it does, like, if I'm the only one who draws today, it's totally fine. You guys being here has encouraged me to draw, but my whole hope with this is that everybody gets encouraged to draw whatever it is that you need out of, you know, the art gem, that you get that. But that is why we call it the art gem, because it's kind of, oh, sorry, my hair is caught. Because it's kind of like, you know, sometimes it's easier to go to the gym if you have accountability, and that's what we're doing here. Kev has some scientific fun facts about dinosaurs for us. Okay, let's go. Here we are. Number 1, dinos are really just lizards that ate the red mushroom from Mario, making Mario not only a platformer, but also the world's most popular historical fiction game. Sure, yep, that sounds like science. Number 2, a little older than me. Yes, a little older than Case, just a little older. 3, dinosaurs are extinct, but our friends, the vaquita, are not. Oh, Kev, I love that segue. We need you to save all the vaquitas and make... There it is. And make Casey release her 2025 calendar with Vanny the Vaquita, David Hasselhoff, and me, who is confused. Yeah. For some reason, Kev decided that if we manage to save the Vaquita, that I will make a calendar of me being confused about technology. Because that's pretty much every other stream. And Yeah, if you want to make that happen. If you don't want to save the Vaquita for its own sake, I guess you could save it for that reason. But seriously, guys, save the Vaquita. Hashtag save the Vaquita. They have shoulder spikes, these guys, also, by the way, if anyone didn't notice that. Okay, there we go. There's my dino. My little dino. I'm gonna color him in, and then we're gonna look at what you guys did for your study today. Also, I'm gonna save, because I don't think I have. I'm really good at saving. The muscles go inside. Yes, they do. They sure do. And then I'll draw a cat, because Raga wants me to draw a cat. Draw Garfield. If you say schema 3 times, what gets summoned? Whatever you want. You know the concept of schema, but not the word. Well, there you go. See, Lucy Ann Art appreciates that I used the word schema today. Simpson J Cat. Which Stimson? I don't know who that is. You are encouraged to play Journey. Save the Vaquita for David Hassel. Yeah, we're gonna be voting, Kev, on the game, by the way. And to anyone else who missed that announcement, we're gonna be voting on the game I play at the end of my afternoon stream today. I'm going to announce it on Discord, and then that way people will know to come. And if you want to vote, that is when you can make your voice heard. Yes, we're going to leave those Vaquita commands up for a little bit. So if anybody wants to learn about the Vaquita, you can always type !Vaquita, !Save the Vaquita, !Nets. If you want to learn about what's hurting the Vaquita, why they're going extinct, it's because of gill netting. !Doc, D-O-C, if you want to watch some documentaries about it. Like, there's a whole bunch of them. I'll probably post those somewhere too. I posted them for the mods, but I guess in hindsight I probably should have posted them for everybody. Listen, I'm not a pro streamer. As I keep trying to warn you guys, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just showing up and we're drawing and whatever happens, happens. The game I won't watch because I'm too busy saving the Vaquita? Yeah, listen. If you save the Vaquita, Kev, instead of watch me play a game, you will be my favorite person on the planet. That would be super cool. Kev just like boards a plane, goes down to Mexico, saves the Vaquita. You vote the cheese game. It's a free game where you play as a sentient slice of cheese. Wait, really? Is it on Steam? I'll add it to the list. That would be really funny. Although I'm afraid if I add that to the list, everybody will vote for that and not Journey. Listen, I'm a little biased, guys. I kind of want to play. I kind of want to finish Journey. But, you know, if that's what chat wants, if you guys want me to play as a sentient piece of cheese, we could do that. I'll look into it. Do you know if it's like, is it like all ages, or is there any part where you're like a sentient piece of cheese in something that will get me in trouble on Twitch and or with my safe for work tag? You found it when you told me to tell me, oh, is it like that bread game where you play as a piece of bread? Journey is Casey's schema. What? That might work in like an existential sort of a way, Raga. Journey is my existential schema. It was so good though, and I feel like now it took me till like halfway through the game to realize like certain things I could do. I still haven't figured out how to sit, guys. I don't know how to sit in Journey. It wouldn't do the thing. Everyone kept saying I have to press enter, and I think it's probably my fault it wouldn't do the thing because I changed the key binding before we started the game. And I couldn't remember which one I changed it to for sit. So that one was on me. I gotta reset, gotta default the keyboard. There are other games, but they could be scary. And Journey has a really nice community that I really enjoyed. And it's also very artistic, which I also enjoy. So what I'm getting is Raga will not be voting for Journey. Have me play Celeste? What is that? You're not taking it plain. I'm talking to our porpoise friends to give you a lift, kind of like Aquaman, but there's a 50-50 chance. If you managed to talk to a Vaquita, please let the scientists know how you did it and what they said, so that we can know how many there are. Right now, for anyone who doesn't know, there's estimated to be between 6 and potentially as many as 13 but probably no more than 20 Akita left in the world. So very sad. Do you want me to suffer? Wait, why do you want me to suffer? Wait, why am I suffering? Oh, because Celeste is hard? I don't know what that is. Why is it? Is that like the cheese game? Wait, no, nobody ever answered me. Is the cheese game like the bread game? Because I've seen videos of people playing the bread game and that looks extremely frustrating. Where you just like flop around as a piece of bread. I don't think I want to play that game. I will retain veto power. If the game does not look like fun, I will not play. I will not add it to the options. And also, I don't play horror games. Just before anybody suggests the horror game, just so you know, I'm too jumpy. I got jump scared playing Journey. I don't think a horror game is gonna be for me. So just be aware of that. Sorry, I don't do horror games. Horror, the hard word to say. Okay, let's add some color to this guy. You have complicated feelings with Celeste, but it's a good game. Just need a lot of patience. I may not have that. Yeah, you guys don't want to see enraged Casey, do you? The shut down, frustrated version of Casey. That won't be fun. Let's not do that. I'm gonna change the color. It's a little too red. Like a nice reddish brown. Armed with nothing more than a dash and a hunger for survival, fend off the beasts that desire to slice you up and put you on a platter with bread or crackers. Oh yeah, is that the cheese game? Yeah. We communicate via vibes. You wouldn't understand. Yeah, I probably wouldn't understand. I am replete. What is the opposite of replete? There's a dearth of vibes here. I do not have vibes. The fun part of dinosaur art is the part where you get to make up the colors and exaggerate the spiky parts. Base Celeste isn't bad. What's like, is there like a modified version of the game or something? What is the game even about? You guys aren't, I have no idea what this game is. I could look it up, but it's way easier if you guys just tell me while I draw spots on this stegosaurus. That'd be swell. I've scrolled enough today. I gotta finish at least one thing before we end stream. What if just those had different colors? How do we feel about that? So let's do like a fun color on the end of these, just to make them nice and flashy. There's a lot of theories that these plates partially function for display purposes, so you know, impressing the ladies and whatnot. Those ladies, you know, they can be hard to impress, so you really gotta sometimes do some pretty crazy stuff. Or not, depending on the lady, I suppose. Sometimes the opposite of crazy stuff is also appreciated. Let's not give him evil eyes, actually. I thought that would be nice. There we go. It's a platformer. It's about a girl collecting strawberries and cassette tapes. Wait, really? I have no idea when you're teasing me anymore, Kev. Is it weird that I cannot imagine dinosaurs covered in feathers? Really? Let me help you. Not this dinosaur. Like I was saying earlier, it's mostly theropods that we know of that had feathers. Possibly some proto-feathers or quills on some other dinosaurs, but I think for the most part, the feathering seems to be largely isolated to theropods. Let me help. So if you've ever looked at a chocobo, Kev, a chocobo is basically a dinosaur. Just FYI, just so that you know. I think it makes them look really cool. I understand though. Ooh! Oh my gosh! Draco Leech, thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. I'm helping visualize feathered dinosaurs right now. Would you like to join? Yeah, exactly. Que. Yeah, if you've ever seen a chocobo, more or less that is kind of a more scientifically accurate dinosaur than Jurassic Park, basically, at this point. How was your stream? What did you get up to? I'd love to see your art, Draco Leech, if you had any art you wanted to share. Especially if it's work safe. I am a work safe streamer, but I'll happily show it on screen if it is. Feel free to drop a link. We're talking about how theropod dinosaurs had feathers. Yeah, were you doing dinosaurs? Yeah, for sure. Come on in. We don't know obviously what all the feathers looked like, but I think it gives you a lot of options for a variety of design, right? So you could do like a raptor with like really big crest feathers, kind of like a blue jay or something, or you could do something a little more like an eagle, right? Like maybe a Philippine eagle would be really cool to see. So they're gonna have these really long feathers. But I also understand the trepidation with feathered dinosaurs. You know, it's hard to adjust your brain growing up on things like Jurassic Park to suddenly be like, oh no, these things were actually covered in feathers. It's kind of crazy how much Jurassic Park sort of influenced our understanding of dinosaurs, even though in the movie itself it does talk about them being related to birds. It's very funny that that the theory of feathered dinosaurs wasn't fully accepted, I think, at the time that was made, and so that's why they didn't do that in the movie. But at this point we've more or less it's more or less, I mean, it's you can see it in the fossil record, you know. Reptar is a dinosaur. Reptar is a dinosaur, and he might have been feathered. Now there are some exceptions. So like with bigger theropods, excuse me, like also raptors, by the way, are not the size that they were in Jurassic Park. A velociraptor, if we're actually talking about the true animal velociraptor, was about the size of a turkey or a chicken. Something that would be the size of the velociraptor in that movie would have been like a Dakota raptor, or Utah raptor, or Dromaeosaurus, or Deinonychus. I mean, which they're all dromaeosaurs. But anyway, and they would have had probably feathered arms, possibly similar to like what ostriches have, you know. So like maybe the tails could have been bare. Or maybe they weren't, you know, maybe they had feathers too. I think it's pretty cool because it gives you a lot of like, I mean, you could do this and no one can tell you that that's wrong. So that could be right. You know, you could do cool things. You could do this. It gives you a lot of variety of design choice when it comes to dinosaurs, I think. But I also understand being hesitant because it is hard to be like, oh, they didn't look like Jurassic Park because they looked cool in Jurassic Park. It's just a different thing. Jurassic Park has more of like a monster movie vibe to me now than it did when I was younger, now that I've learned more about what dinosaurs really look like. So anyway, Draco Leech, what were you up to? I would love to see a picture if you have one to share, or a link. And welcome on in, Raiders, by the way. My name is Casey. Since you guys like dinosaurs, I have these dinosaur stickers I can show you if you want to see. These are available on Redbubble. If you type !Redbubble, you can buy these. I'm probably going to put some up on my Ko-fi soon as digital, like, not downloads, but like printable sticker sheets. I already have these as printable sticker sheets on my Patreon. Yeah, you can link here for sure. I'm a clever girl. No, I know all this because I'm a dinosaur nerd, and I also spend a lot of time hanging out on Paleontologizing's chat. Which, if anyone is into dinosaurs, you knew it was coming, Amaze, and you're not already following Paleontologizing, you probably should be. It's a paleontologist who streams here on Twitch. If you want to watch live dinosaur digs, learn about dinosaurs, all that stuff, really good channel to watch. But if anyone wants any dinosaur stickers, you can get them for $5, as well as all of my other stickers I've ever made. You can get those on Patreon and have access to all of them. They're printable. Go to my Patreon and you can get these and download them and print them. Obviously, the gentleman's agreement is that you don't sell them. They are small resolution, big enough to look good on a standard 8x10 sticker page, but you know, if you tried to upload them, they would be pixelated and not be high quality. So, but I would appreciate that if you did not do that. So far, I've not had an issue with that, but right now, you can find those on my Patreon, which I just linked. Yeah, Danny is great. He's also just fun to listen to. He's very passionate. Wow, Draco Leech, these look so good. Holy cow. Oh my gosh, are these... Is this supposed to be some type of like an Amargasaurus inspired like dragon? Or is this like a reimagined dinosaur? Which dinosaur is this? What's the one that's not Amargasaurus? It's the one that has the forwards facing spikes. Is that what this one is? And you just put like a fin on it? I have so many questions right now. I'm actually planning on doing a sticker of one of these, but I forget their name. Bahatosaurus. Yeah! Yeah, it's a Bahatosaurus. Okay, perfect. Yeah, no, that's the one I'm thinking of. It's the one that's got the forward facing spines. Guys, this is incredible art. Oh my gosh. Is this what you normally draw? I'm totally going to follow you and hopefully catch one of these streams. Look at this one, you guys. These are really awesome. If you're not Draco Leech, if you're not following Paleontologizing, you are seriously missing out. You need to go follow. Yeah, we're studying dinosaurs today. And Pisces Shark, welcome in. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. Giant chickens, that's right, Kiwi Bit. For sure, for sure. We're actually getting into the show and tell piece of my warm-up stream. So what we normally do is, oh man, I'm just gonna admire like the values and the textures and the anatomy here for a minute. This looks so good. I love the chunky legs, oh my gosh. So I don't know if anyone, so since you're into dinosaurs, guys, I made a dinosaur sculpture recently. Hadrosaur, a Parasaurolophus, my favorite dinosaur. We also have a Parasaurolophus emote here in the chat. But I really like the shape of Parasaurolophus, but I especially love the hindquarters because I really am a sucker for a dinosaur with like thick haunches. I just think they're so fun to draw. And so I always kind of overemphasize them a little bit when I make art based on Hadrosaurs probably, so I know that's not great. Oh, thank you for that follow, Draco Leech. I'm honored. I super appreciate it. Hopefully one day I'll be able to draw dinosaurs as good as you. But yeah, anyway. This little guy is going to be for sale on Ko-fi soon, hopefully after stream. I've said that like 4 streams now, but dang it. I got the Vakita stream behind me, and so now I have time. But I just love it. All that to say, I really like those big old chunky legs. This is so cool. This is so cool. I'm excited to, I'm really excited to go watch one of your streams and watch you make these dinosaurs. Guys, if you're not following Draco Leech, clearly you're missing out. Oh, let me get this off my giant face, sorry. Where are your chocobos? Your chocobos. This is the Natural History Museum. The streamer told me they're basically dinosaurs, so here I am. Sorry, I need you to leave. Kev, just go look at a feathered raptor, and you will be looking at what is essentially a chocobo. Thank you, Maze, for shouting out Paleontologizing, by the way. Yeah, no worries. Go eat dinner. Go do the thing. Thank you so much for coming. We are about to do the show and tell portion. This was my dinosaur study today. For anyone who did a study, make sure you get it in the chat within the next few minutes, because we're about to look at it on stream. Last chance to get one in for this stream. Just please do make sure it's a study, and please make sure it is work safe. If you did a figure study or something, please just, you know, censor the bits that are going to get me in trouble. And of course, make sure that the pose is also work safe. But yeah, we're gonna go. We haven't had an issue with that, so it should be fine. Oh, I'm supposed to draw Raga a cat. Raga, if you're still here, I'm so sorry. Okay, you have now 5 more minutes if you are finishing your warm-ups, because I have to draw Raga a cat, because Raga redeemed the Draw Me an Animal channel point game. So yeah, let's switch over to that really fast. This is something that can be redeemed once every half hour, and it's once per person per stream. Those are the rules. I didn't forget about you, Raga. I do need to make a new group of layers, because these need to go in here. Okay, that's one set. Let's make a new set, because now we gotta do this. Where did my draw me an animal thing go? Did I? Oh, of course I did. Oh wait. Oh my gosh, I did it right for once? Guys, did I do it right? I did! Wait, no, I almost did. Dang it. Okay, I did it wrong. I did it wrong. We'll do it right this time. Alright, so the way Draw Me an Animal works is we are going to play a game where I have 5 minutes to draw the requested animal. Usually it's an animal I've never heard of. This time it was a cat. So I'm gonna do my best to draw a cat. Draw me an animal, not a cat. Hold on, that's not the name of the game. The name of the game is not Draw Me a Cat. But the thing is I can't look at a reference, and so a lot of times people will use this to challenge me to draw an animal I've maybe never heard of before. And it's kind of funny because then you can go look at what it really looks like, and then I can try to... A lot of times I'm wrong, basically, but I'm gonna draw a cat, and I'm trying to do a semi-realistic cat. So I got 5 minutes here, and then we're gonna learn about a cat together. Raga is mostly teasing me right now, but we're gonna play the game anyway. Raga, we're gonna do it. Irish Stern Games, hello, how are you? Did I do all of the artwork on the panels below stream? Yes, the ones that are below chat right now. Oh, or do you mean the ones on the actual Twitch page? The answer to both is yes. All the art that you should see on my channel is all me. Except for when we do our share, which we're going to do here in a second. But how are you doing, by the way? And how goes the push? You gotta be getting close, right? You gotta be getting close. Guys, Irish John Games is attempting to become a Twitch partner right now. He's extremely close. And if you want to go help him out and reach that goal, he's a game developer here on Twitch. And he's doing all of it himself. It's so crazy. Oh, we have an ad break. Oh, shoot. Hold on, I'll do my pitch after the ad break. And I'll also play this game after the ad break. Guys, this is why I say I'm not a good Twitch streamer. I don't pay attention. I don't pay attention. I need to pay attention, but I just don't. Okay, hold on. Let's get back to Dinosaurs. I'm gonna keep doodling Dinosaurs while we wait for the ads to go. Push is going well. Okay, thanks. BRB ads. BRB ads, guys. So sorry. We'll do the game after the ad. Game and show and tell after ad. But I'm glad it's going well, Jern. Hopefully it keeps going well and we'll get you there. That'll be awesome. Cats are basically liquid, so it could look like anything. So true. So true. I don't know if you can hear me, so I'm gonna reinforce that with a little pointing griffin there. Let's just take some time to doodle a dinosaur. I'm gonna draw my favorite dinosaur. Parasaurolophus. So good. I'm gonna try and do it right with a nice thick neck. Parasaurolophus is one. I can't really decide how I want to think about it. It's like, do I want it? I kind of like having the crest like this, you know? But I've seen some people do like a skin flap, you know? Like a fin on the back of the head. I feel like I don't see that as often these days. For the most part, I feel like I see this kind of interpretation, but it is interesting to think about, you know? Oh, that leg is so broken. Hold on. I need to go look at a reference, clearly. I'm messing up a lot on this. I'm trying to have it done before the ad break, but I don't know if I'll make it. Gosh darn it. 3 minutes should have been more than enough time. Oh well. Just pretend it has good anatomy, okay guys? Just pretend the anatomy makes sense, that the leg is positioned correctly, all that good stuff, because it's not, but you get the idea. There we go. Okay, we're back. I barely drew it. I didn't draw him well in 3 minutes, Rue. I kept messing up on that leg. It would have been colored if I hadn't messed up on this like 6 times, but that's okay. We'll just pretend it looks right. It's fine. Okay, what were we doing? Oh yeah, we're drawing a cat. All right, we're gonna draw a cat really fast. And yeah, all that good stuff. Paris Alves, woo, that's right. Best Dino. I might be biased. I mean, I am biased. We're drawing a cat. Okay, 5 minutes on the clock, and then we're gonna look at you guys' art, and then I'm gonna run because I got stuff I gotta do before we get back on stream in like 4 hours. So this is just my morning stream for anyone who's never been here before. I will be back on later today to stream again. We'll be actually drawing hopefully something a little more finished regarding dinosaurs. So if you like dinosaurs, come on back for the afternoon stream. To be fair, I have spent a lot of time drawing cats, so this one might be a little more quote-unquote realistic than some of my other Draw Me an Animals, just because I'm a little more comfortable having looked at a lot of cat anatomy for a long time. There you go, Raga. Here's your cat. I know you were trolling me, but I'm gonna take it seriously anyway. And we did just do a cat study last week. So I did pretty recently look at some cats. That always helps, you know. The goofy cats, guys, if you haven't figured it out. Okay, let's not get caught in details here, self. This is supposed to be just a quick 5-minute sketch. Okay, taking too long. Let's draw the eyebrows and don't have fluff there. That makes sense. It's fine. Fluffy kitty with a really bad leg anatomy. I'm like really like 10 for 10 on bad hindquarters anatomy today. Wait, what? Pyro Kitty's turn. Has it been 30 minutes since Raga requested this? Ah, okay, I have to do a Leafy Sea Dragon next. I do like those. Those are really cool. Okay, I'm gonna color this kitty, and then we're gonna look at a cat, and we're gonna do a Leafy Sea Dragon, and then we're gonna, you know, and then we're gonna actually look at what you guys drew. I swear we're gonna get to that part of the stream. I'm so sorry. I'm failing. Okay. We're just gonna make it a white cat. That's easy. Maybe give it like a funny black spot somewhere. And then we'll look at a cat. We'll learn about cats, guys. We're gonna find a fun fact about a cat. I'm sure everybody knows what a cat is. If you don't know what a cat is, raise your hand and we will educate you about a cat. Yeah, definitely gonna get there. Well, here's the thing. Unlike Chris Wright, who's not in chat right now, I don't think. I know how to put cooldowns on my redeems so that Twitch can't always be trolling me. I mean, you guys can troll me sometimes, but I have learned the power of the cooldown to resist the trolls. Wahaha. A little bit of lighting, just because why not? I actually forgot to put a timer on this. I think I still have 1 minute. Okay, we're just gonna say that this is a cat. We're gonna give it a funny little spot over its eyes or something. Maybe just one eye and one ear. I like that. And maybe right here. There. Cat. Spotty cat. Yellow eyes, of course. Gotta have the yellow-eyed cat. Okay. Cat. Okay. Cat. Hey, Eric Draws. Oh, did I only take 3 minutes? Oh. Well, then I have more time to color it. I felt like it was longer. How you doing, by the way? Good to see you. You guys, go give Eric a follow if you aren't already following Eric. Another great art streamer here on Twitch. Fantastic artist, very chill. Really great with, oh my gosh. Wish I had his inking skills. You guys like to watch an incredible inking artist. Does a lot of comic work, like on-the-fly commission stuff. All that good stuff. Yeah, for sure. You can minimize the troll, but you cannot deny the troll. It's true. It's true, Archon. It's true. If you missed, do I have commission prices anywhere? Oh, I didn't even see that question, Jern. I'm so sorry. I don't have commission prices right now. Well, I do, but they're out of date. I need to update that. I might be taking commissions again in like a month. But right now, Jern, I do not have, I'm not taking client work at the moment. Had to get that in before we leave the airport. You guys about to head out, Pyro Kitty? Okay, before we look at a cat, because I'm sure you guys know what cats are, I'm gonna go ahead and do the Leafy Sea Dragon one now. So we're gonna do the Leafy Sea Dragon. That was the one that Pyro redeemed right before I was about to finally get to something else. So, okay, Leafy Sea Dragon. This is the other Draw Me an Animal redeem. For anybody who's never been here for a Draw Me an Animal redeem, the way it works is I will draw what I think this animal looks like, and then at the end of 5 minutes we're going to look at it together. The only rule is that you can't don't give me any hints in chat, okay? I have to draw based on the name or what my found knowledge is of the animal, if I have any. Sometimes I don't. This one I happen to, cat. Thankfully I knew what a cat was. This is the first time in a while I've gotten it right. That's a cat, you guys. But Leafy Sea Dragon. I've drawn this a few times, actually, so I have a good idea, I think, of generally what it looks like. I actually did a creature design challenge based on a Leafy Sea Dragon, sort of. And I'll show you guys it later if you want. But I have 5 minutes to draw what I think this is, and then at the end we're going to look at it. So if you don't know what it is, feel free to go look, or if you want to try and play, feel free to draw without looking. And then we can all learn together in 5 minutes what this animal is and what it looks like. So if my knowledge is correct, this is a type of seahorse. It's called a Leafy Sea Dragon because it looks incredible. It looks like it's got kelp growing off of it everywhere. And it's got, if I remember correctly, it's got like really crazy looking, super crazy looking anatomy. It very much looks like a dragon. I just forget how old the stuff is arranged. But basically, it's just got like these things coming off of it. These little leafy looking, kelpy, corally looking things everywhere. So I'm pretty sure it was something like this. But we're going to look at it in just a second after I'm done coloring it, and we'll actually find out. Now the trick will be if I can remember the colors, because it has been a few years since I've looked at this critter. I'm trying to think back to my creature design challenge, because I based that animal on those colors. So let me see if I can remember. It's been a really long time. I'm going to say it was like an orange and purple. Shoot, I don't know if that's the right kind of orange. I'm gonna spend too much time fidgeting with this and then run out of time to color. Okay, hold on. A grass type sea dry. Yeah, that's so good. Normally that would be considered a hint, I think, but I already think I know what this is, so I think you know. A grass type Seadra. That'd be fun. That'd be a fun Pokemon redesign challenge, actually. my gosh, I'm spending too much time coloring this. Ah. You can definitely tell I'm not as confident with this sort of anatomy. Okay. We're just gonna say it looks something like this. Okay, I'm gonna block off that, color in some things and stuff. I'm pretty sure there was purple in there, so we're just gonna guess. I only have like 2 minutes left because I spent too long coloring that. Make a little transition from red, like orange to red. I'm just trying to remember what my creature design looked like and kind of base it on that. But I just remember I had like very sunset-y sort of colors that I thought were really pretty. Ah, come on, select it. There we go. I only have 1 minute. Ah. We're just gonna say it looked like this. I don't know if I got the colors right. But hopefully I got somewhat close. Where's my blending tool? I'm still not familiar with Krita enough to do things quickly. It's part of why I do my studies in this program, so I can slowly over time start to learn about it. Okay, we'll just say that this is what it looks like, guys. And then we're gonna go look it up, and then I'm gonna see what you guys drew. So if you have any studies, last call. Last call for art studies, guys. If you have anything you want to share, drop it in the Discord or drop a link in the chat right now, because I'm about to run over there and look at what you guys did and then run away. Let's put a little background just for funs. There we go. Okay, I'm pretty sure I used up all my time trying to think about color, so. Leafy Sea Dragon. Okay, let's look that one up. You had no idea? Well, I've studied one before, and if you guys want, I can show you the creature design I made off of it. But here's what we do at the end. We look up these creatures, so we'll start with cat, because, you know, Raga wanted us to look at cats. So let's go look up cats really fast. So, cat. Look, you guys, I got it. Wow, who would have thought? I knew what a cat looked like. Thank you, Raga, for helping me get a win. So I was actually kind of trying to think of like a really fluffy, like kind of a Maine Coon type cat. So let's look up a Maine Coon. Maine Coon cat breed. So they're extremely fluffy. I guess you could also do like a Persian, would have been appropriate too. But they're just like extremely fluffy cats, right? They got really long whiskers, they got floofy tails. So that's kind of what I was going for with something like the Maine Coon. Just a kind of plain looking Maine Coon, I guess. There's a white one right there. Anyway, there we go. Cat. Made a cat. What can we learn about a cat that's new? It's a domesticated cat breed. Let's go look up cats. Here. Look at all these cat breeds. I don't know what to show you guys that's new about cats. Usually I try to find a fun fact about cats. I did learn about a really interesting cat breed the other day. Lyco. It was like a werewolf cat. Let's look at that, in case anyone else has never heard of this breed. It's a Lycoi. Lycoi. That's what it's called. I'd never heard of this animal before. They call it the werewolf cat because reasons that I think are pretty obvious. It just kind of has this raggedy sort of werewolf-looking face. So there you go. There's a Lycoi cat. If you've never heard of one before, there it is. It's like a weird hairless cat mixed with something else, I imagine, is how they got this. It's like an ineffective hairless cat. But it's called a Lycoi. Now, let's look up a leafy sea dragon, and then we're gonna look at what you guys drew. Gosh darn it. Alright, there it is. I got somewhat close on the colors. I might might be thinking of a different type of leafy sea dragon then, because these actually don't look... Oh, I was thinking of the weedy sea dragon. That's the one I was thinking of, the color for the colors. I'm pretty sure. Yep, there it is. I'm pretty sure those are the where I got the colors from. But at least I got the shapes, the general shapes correct, I guess, for the leafy... I mean, not exactly right, but... I'm gonna give myself like a 90. I'm gonna give myself a 90 out of 100 on this one. I'm gonna give myself 100 on the cat. So I did pretty well today, guys, based on my own rating system, which is nice because usually I'm completely wrong. I think all of the ones I did last week were absolutely not the right animal. So I needed a win. I needed a win with this game, guys. It's been a while. It's been rough. Like I was super wrong on this one. It was actually a frog that's called a mountain chicken. I'm never gonna forget that. Sparkle Muffin was a spider. Irritator I think I got right. Chronosaurus, I can't remember if I got right or not. I don't think I did. I think Chronosaurus was like a ancient crocodile or something. Anyway, I did really poorly last week. So anyway, that's the Draw Me an Animal game. That's how we play. It's fun. It's a good time. But let's get back to studies. I'm gonna save, make sure I saved this. And then I'm gonna go to the Discord and look at what you guys did. I got it spot on? Oh, thanks. I messed up on the color, but I'll give myself a 90. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go check out what you guys drew in the warm-up studies section. And we're gonna scroll all the way up because here's how it works. What I do for these, actually let me double check and make sure everything is work safe really quick before... Okay, yep, everything looks great. It's usually not an issue, but I just want to make sure. Basically the way it works, guys, is I am going to make sure you can see what I'm doing. Sometimes I'm bad at that. There we go. And we started like the last image that I put in the chat would have been the last study that we did. So the last study we did was of porpoises. So here's mine from that last study, and that means everything below this post is up for showing today. So we have a lot today. A lot of studies have been done since last Wednesday. So here we have a really cool building study, an architectural study from Suntroa. This is that really cool building we were looking at when we were doing our architecture study last week. Suntroa, this looks so good. I know you're on a plane right now probably, and maybe you have to watch this later, but you did a really great job with this. This looks like, buildings like this make me want to draw buildings. As somebody who's like allergic to straight lines, this looks very exciting. I really like it. And great job making sure, you know, that all the lines inside of these curves kind of matched the curve. Especially right here, you did a great job with that on this front facade. Kind of curving with the building, and this is going to help kind of help give that visual, I don't know if I want to say illusion, but just like that visual impression of the building twisting, right? And of course a great job with the glass. Looks really, really nice. Well done. Excellent study. Excellent study. And then another one from Suntroa, which I'm so sad. I saw this after the Vaquita stream was over, and I was like, shoot, I knew I missed some Vaquita art. We did a Save the Vaquita stream, and I wanted to show all the Vaquita art that I could on stream that people were making to kind of help promote the awareness about the creature. You know, so thank you again, by the way, to you and to everyone else who did Vaquita art this past weekend and this past week. I had a lot of fun showing it off on stream, and I've been retweeting and reposting and sharing as much as I can find. So if you guys are still making Vaquita art, please tag me. I'd be happy to share it still if you do post it online. Oh, you haven't left yet. Okay, cool. Yeah, your building study was great. And this Vaquita is awesome too. So the Vaquita is a tough one to study because there's so few images of the Vaquita. You kind of have to study porpoise anatomy, look at the few pictures that we do have, and just make your best guess. But I love this. I love this. This is such a nice study. Really, really good. Excuse me. Really, really good anatomy. We talked a lot about like porpoise anatomy last week, and so I think you did a great job. It's kind of hard to make the porpoise not look like a shark, with like a shark fin or shark tails, or even like the way the flippers are shaped. You did a great job with it, and I actually really like this style. This kind of like brushy, messy, charcoaly sort of a look is really, really nice. So thank you so much for drawing the Vaquita, and thank you for sharing it here with us for studies. Excellent. And HDMZ, I'm not sure if this was meant as a study or if this was supposed to be in the event chat for the show and tell for the Vaquita art. I'm so sorry that I missed it. I'm pretty sure it was probably supposed to be for the Vaquita art, so I'm going to share it here. If it is a study, it's a very abstract one, so I don't know if it quite fits here, but it's beautiful and I love it, and I'm so sorry that I didn't see it for the Vaquita stream. So you guys, once again, the Vaquita, for anyone who missed my Vaquita charity stream on Saturday, you can read about it right there, but it's one of the most endangered. It is actually the most endangered mammal on the planet, and it's one of the most endangered animals in the world right now. There's fewer than 20 left. They're on the brink of extinction, but they are actually savable still. There's some really cool information about how they are genetically resistant to inbreeding issues. There's various animal species out there that are, and thankfully the vaquita is one of them. You can read more about it there in that article. Kind of really spells it out nicely if you're curious about it. And if you want to know what else you can do to help the vaquita, you can also go to Save the Vaquita Day, or just, oh, I spelled that wrong. Hold on. This is why I can't talk and type at the same time. Oh, I still can't type. Okay, hold on, guys. I am gonna stream. Dang it! Save the Vaquita. I was trying to be so cool. You can click those links, guys, and find out more about the Vaquita. 8-bit Vaquita. You know, this is a really cool style, HDMZ. You've been doing some really cool like graphic design stuff lately. I've really enjoyed seeing it. If anyone is watching right now and you would like to join the Discord and show off your art, but if you have art that's not studies that you want to show off, those can actually go down here in ArtShare. I'm always looking in there. And then if you want to be a part of the monthly art showcase, you can put one piece a month here in the monthly art showcase, and I'll show it off at the end of the month. So if you are interested in being part of that, please feel free. But that looks awesome. I really like it, HDMZ. So back to our studies. We got a stegofossil study. Nice. I'm glad I'm not the only one who's inspired. I love this so much. This is such a good example of taking a study and applying it to a creature design or something. Oh, it's so cute, Rue. Rue, it's so cute. This is a great study of a skeleton. You took way more time with this than I would have had the patience for. It looks great. It looks great, and I really like this little cutie up here in the top. Adorable. You guys, if you're not following Yangula Rue, you gotta go follow. Thank you, Amaze, for doing that shout out. I can't remember, Rue. You're pretty darn close to 50 followers, right? I think Rue just needs a few more followers to hit 50, and once she hits 50 followers, she'll be able to be an affiliate. So if you like this art, I think she does a great job. Please click that little heart right up there at the top of chat. Give her a boost. Help her hit affiliate, and go enjoy some great art. She does awesome drawings, also animation. She was doing a ton of animating this weekend, which was really cool to watch. Just made her own raid animation, which is super cool. And it looks great. I really liked it. I was like enthralled. I felt like every time I looked over, you were like way further along, and it looked awesome. Rue's great. Go hang out and go follow Rue's streams. You're gonna love her streams for sure. Yeah, the stretch is so cute, isn't it? I love it. Oh, another stego. We had a very stego-themed study today. Everybody was feeling the stegos. Amaze, this looks great. This looks great. Great structure. I really love how well you did this rib cage area. Super, super nice job. Also the really nice looking leg, if I do say so myself. Everybody was in the mood for a stego today. I like it. I like it. Amazing Fan 15 is another streamer we have here in the chat today. Please go give Amaze a follow. We finally talked him into streaming here on Twitch and sharing his wonderful art with us. I'm so glad that he did. He also does animation on stream sometimes. He was doing that this weekend as well. So a lot of talent here in the chat, guys. We got animators. We got all kinds of folks. Oops, did I just drop? Did my stream drop? Hold on. You guys, let me know if you can see me. I'm having weird messages on OBS. Hopefully I'm still live. I don't know. Oh, still live. Okay, thanks, John. Thank you, Jern. Oh, tech issues. Heart skipped a beat a little bit there. Amaze, this looks fantastic. I mostly just want to make sure that Amaze could hear what I was saying and that we got to look at his art. But you guys are doing such a good job with these studies. I wonder why their back legs are so long. Yeah, so they have a really tall. I think it is for leverage with whipping the tail. Yeah, that's a great theory. It makes sense, right? Because the predators that they would have been fighting, would have been helpful to be able to get up there and whap them in the face with that tail, right? That's a great theory. I don't know for sure. I'm not a paleontologist, but I know a few that you could ask. We've already shouted out one of them today, and I'm not gonna do it again because that would increase the count. Oh wait, who is this? Lucianne Art. So good to see you doing a study with us. This looks fantastic. Again, great anatomy. This is not an easy face to draw. This like open mouth, there's like so much detail in there and so much we don't know about the anatomy here that you kind of have to infer. Really, really nice study. Thank you so much for studying with us today. More whip whip, yeah, exactly. I whip my tail back and forth. Yes, exactly, you guys get it. I'm pretty sure they also sang that song when they were doing it. That's scientifically proven for sure. This looks great, Lucienne Art. You guys, Lucienne Art is another new artist here on Twitch. Was watching her do some streaming stuff I think that was this weekend as well. Actually, I spent a lot of time lurking on Twitch this weekend. But Lucienne does great stuff. Go give her a follow. Support her here on Twitch. And thank you so much for joining us and encouraging everybody with your awesome sketches. Guys, that is like a big part of this, is just something about doing studies and knowing you're not the only one doing them. I really do feel like it's a whole lot like working out at the gym. Right, so that's what we're here to do, is encourage each other to actually pick up a pencil and do some observational drawing and improve our skills, you know? Oh, another one from Rue here. Oh my gosh, Rue! Killing it. Sinosauropteryx is such a cool one to do, Rue. That's awesome that you chose this one. I've been learning about this animal recently, again, on Paleontologizing stream. I love that you did like a feathered and a non-feathered version. Based on what you're seeing here, I see. Now you can see these little pieces here in the fossil. These are all little bits of feathers that have fallen off of this creature. You can see it even a little bit on like the rib cage, around the neck, especially on the spine, on either side of the tail. So there's a pretty good chance that like this animal could have, because of the patchiness, like it's pretty easy to infer that this animal likely had feathers all over, and perhaps they just blew off of the carcass, sort of like these ones did before it kind of completely fossilized. But the fact that we have fossilized feather filaments is super cool, not just in this animal, but in a lot of them. And this is a great study of one. I love that you did the study of it in this pose first to kind of get a feel for like the length of the torso, the length of the legs. And then you did this lovely, I love this. I mean, come on, this looks like a little fluffy dragon, doesn't it? You've never heard of Sinosauropteryx. You should hang out on Paleontologizing stream. I'm pretty sure he actually has a Sino emote. I don't think I have access to it because I think it's like a tier 3 emote. Yeah, I don't have that one. But it's a cool dino for sure. And I'm SO or so. Oh, Paleontologist. Yeah, I can do it again. So Maze doesn't have to do it. It's such a hard name to spell. Paleontologizing. Whew. Testing my spelling abilities right there. Yeah, but anyway, go give him a follow if you want to learn more about dinosaurs. And if you want to learn about this one in particular, he would be more than happy to talk about Sinosauropteryx, I'm sure. Especially if you had any questions about the feathering or how we can know how it's feathered, how we can know where the feathers are. He probably has access to way more like fossils and photos than I do too. But this is so cool. I like the colors you went with too. I like that you kind of pulled some of that brownish color from the fossil. Interesting thing about fossils and color is that we actually have, what are they called? It's like some kind of a color, like a protein, like basically a bit of the DNA protein or something that tells us, what are they called? Microsomes or micro? I don't know anyway. Melanosome, I think it's melanosomes or something like that. Anyway, there's like this fossilized information that we can actually pull certain colors from certain dinosaurs. Yeah, Paleontologist VA might know more about the color in dinosaurs if you wanted to elaborate on that. But we do know that like browns, I think it's like browns, blues, yellows, those are for sure colors we've found in some of the skin. I don't know if it's feathers and skin or just skin, but either way, it's cool that you picked a color that we already know that probably was. But of course, I'm sure it was partially inspired by the color of the fossil itself. But I love the color. All that to say, Rue, that I really like the colors you went with. That's what I'm trying to get at here. And I like the pattern too. It's really, really fun. I like the two variations. I like how you did like the fluffy version of this. That's really fun. Super, super fun. Bird versus lizard. Yeah, exactly. There's like two ways to interpret it. For sure. Definitely, I really like this one a lot, though. It's so cute. This would be like, if I were to have a pet dinosaur, you just kind of like want one of these guys crawling around on you, right? Sorry, not a dinosaur, but a nice car. It's okay. It doesn't have to be a dinosaur, Charzia. Totally doesn't have to be a doesn't have to be a Charzia. It doesn't have to be a dinosaur. Charzia coming in hot though with those straight lines and proportions and perspective drawing. Ugh. I like that you left your perspective lines for us to see kind of how you got to this place, which is really fun. Man, Charzia. Too powerful. Too powerful. Oh, hey, thanks for hanging out this whole time, Goat Farmer Bluesy. It was nice to meet you, and congratulations on finishing the milking. I appreciate you hanging out. Hopefully we'll get to see you again. And to anybody who followed today, thank you for following. Hopefully we'll get to know you guys a little bit better soon. But yeah, Charzia, this is amazing. Holy cow. Like, you have to know how good this is, right? Like, surely you're proud of this. This looks awesome. Like, if I could draw a car like this, maybe I would like cars more. Melanosomes, yeah, that's the one I was trying to say. Paleontologizing. Or paleontologist VA. Okay. You like that the eye is wide for more burb dino and the eye is squinky. That's true. That is true. That's a good point, Suntroa. Yeah. The fossil was one of the interesting ones that shows color differences in dino feathers with striped tail. Oh, I didn't know that, actually. There you go. See, I learned something. Very cool. Charzia, this is fantastic. The shapes, the lighting, the structure, like, it's so solid. This is my goal. Like, I want to be able to draw like this. So badly. So badly. Charzia, I'm curious, do you feel like doing studies of vehicles like this, do you feel like it's improved your ability to freehand vehicles? Or do you still prefer to draw from reference right now? I'm curious about if you've noticed any of the stuff that you've learned from these things starting to impact your drawing, or if it's one of those, like, because for me, I definitely feel like I abide by it takes 1,000 drawings before I start to understand the thing. But not everybody's like that. I'm really curious to know if you've noticed an impact yet. I feel like you are knocking it out of the park, seriously. Freehand from memory, for sure. Oh, for sure. Wow, yeah, that's awesome. That's goals. That's goals right there. You did a great job with it. I'm super impressed. A ray of sun. Got one in here of a nice little theropod from a sculpture. Very nice. Ooh, look at this line study. Wow, look at that. This is a great one. Really, really nice job studying the anatomy. Got this original here. This is a great sculpture too. Holy cow! Kind of want that. I like your colored version too. I like that you kind of took some of those colors and then brightened them up and played around with them. Really, really fun. Oh, this looks so good. This looks so good. A ray of sun. Remind me, a ray of sun. I can't remember if you stream or not, or if you're thinking about streaming. I'm glad the goats liked my stream, Goat Farm. Thank you for letting the goats be a part of the stream today. You do the metals. Yeah, right? Ray of Sun. It looks so good. Top notch for sure. Ray of Sun, you knocked it out of the park. Man, everybody knocked it out of the park today. The anatomy is so nice. Really nice structure in the face. I really like how you implied the muscles with these lines. You got some really good movement in your lines here. Like, they're very precise, but they're still very fluid, which I really like. I'm no doubt inspired by the motion of the sculpture itself, but such a cool piece and such a cool study of that piece. Thank you so much for sharing this. I really, really like it. Yeah, the whole thing, the line work is awesome. Well, and two, I hope you feel like that was helpful and that you learned something. I love it. I think you did a great job. I think everybody did a great job today. Thank you everybody who drew along today. Thank you everybody who drew last week and had some pieces sitting in here for us to look at. Everybody killed it today. Everyone did such a good job. Ray of Sun, if you ever start streaming, let me know. Feel free to share your socials though if you have any art places that we can find your work. But thank you guys for hanging out today. I'm gonna be back on in like 3.5 hours, so I gotta run. I got a little distracted today, but thank you guys for hanging out with me. I know it was kind of a longer warm-up stream. Gonna do yours at the airport. Nice. Do a plane study at the airport if you get stuck. Hopefully you don't get stuck. I'm not wishing that on you. That's something I always mean to do. In my last few times to the airport, I just haven't had time. But man, what a good opportunity to do a study. And if anybody has any work you want to share, yeah, no stuck. You're right. I take it all back, Central. You're not going to get stuck. It's going to be fine. And but you also might have lots of time because you're gonna get there early and you're not gonna be late and everything's gonna be perfect. And I apologize for putting that out there. Thank you, Tarzia, for finding that link for A Ray of Sun over on Twitter. Oh, beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Yes, follow that link and go follow. No, you do a great job, A Ray of Sun. Thank you for drawing with us. Okay, let me find somebody to raid into. I look for typically WorkSafe art streamers. If you have a suggestion, drop it in the Discord. Drop it in the stream share section. I'm always looking through there to find new art streamers. But for now, I'm going to go raid into somebody that I am familiar with because I do like to vet the stream before I send my chat there. I want to make sure that everything is all kosher. But thank you guys so much for hanging out today. It was super fun. Really good stream. Ooh, there's so many good people on right now. Who have we not raided in a while? Hold on. There's so many people I want to raid. Let me see. Whichever one I click that does not say we've raided them in the last month, I think is the one that I will pick. Oh my gosh, really? We haven't raided Jay Stiller in the last 30 days? How is that even possible? Okay, we might raid into Jay. Let me just scroll down really fast. Yeah, it looks like we have not visited Jay Stiller in a while. Okay, let's go say hi. Man, there's so many good artists on right now. Let's go say hi to Jay Stiller, guys. If you aren't familiar with Jay Stiller, you're about to be. Don't go anywhere. You're not going to want to miss this. He is an amazing artist. He has just started his thumbnailing. He tends to do a lot of fantasy environment pieces. His process is super fascinating to watch, and he always does really fun rambles about art and just the process or all kinds of things. Not even always art-related rambles, but they're very fun. I always like to say that you come for the art, stay for the Jed talks. So feel free to raid in. What should our raid call be? I always forget all the good raid calls you guys have come up with. So just make up your own raid call. I'm gonna put it's Snow Joke. This is a Casey raid. So feel free to use this one or make up your own if you'd like, as long as it's work safe, please. But I always thought that one was funny. I think Big Men came up with that one, but I have a few. I write them down when I see ones that are funny or that if I remember to. And eventually I'm going to have a raid call sign, but right now I don't have one. Anyway, or just make up what you want, or say nothing and just say hi, do whatever you want. But please hang out for the raid because you're going to love Jay Stiller's work if you're not familiar with it. And I will be back on in, like I said, just over 3 hours. So I'll be back later. We will be doing the game vote during this afternoon stream. So if you wanted to have a say in what game I play, come back at 4 p.m. or join the Discord. Make sure that you get an alert. You can sign up to be part of the announcements role, and that's when you'll get pings when I make an announcement, like things like special streams like the game stream or the Vikita stream. Anyway, we'll see you later though, guys, and let's go say hi to Jay. Bye-bye!